Today on the Celestial War.
The only way I'm going to allow this is if you give me like a battle cry, passionate battle cry when you fire the arrow, and I want to hear it right now.
Oh, I totally know what I would say.
Yeah, yes. Please move it off your back.
Don't scream into the mic.
Will they survive? Audio Dungeon.
I like that color. It's not burning my eyeballs.
I know, me
It's
too.
great.
Yes.
Soothing.
That's how you kill a beholder. You put them in front of these lights. That's exactly it now.
Blind them.
Okay, enough of the peanut gallery.
Good tactic.
It is time for DMing.
Not a committee.
Yes. You may come close to me. Ignore them. Only me. Shh. Just me and you. We're going to have a little talk. Last week on Audio Dungeon, an epic session happened. For those of you that don't know, the group sitting here at this table are amazing. What did they do? Well, they started at episode 1 at the Sunken City, made their way underground into hell, back all the way up and into a place called the Red City. They found what's called the Crystal Rod, a rod that has never before seen power. They brought the rod into the Red City, which is possibly the last bastion of hope in the world of Endaria. There, they met the Queen, who's played by Taylor Secondo, sitting to my left. Taylor is played in this world, not on camera, but in a side quest another day. She's been playing in this world for over a year, I believe. Now, when they reached the Red City and they met the Queen, Taylor, Taylor's second episode today, they had to fend off the forces from two sides. From one side, a force, the Dark Queen's force, led by the Rook. And on the other side, forces led by the Archmage. Ignore the music. Now, last week, you were able to stop, through the efforts of you and Evan. You were able to stop the Rook, and actually, not just stop him, but as they fled, you guys gambled and gambled. The city of the Red City lost 4,000, almost 4,000 paladins, and only has like over 100, somewhere over 100 left. There are 15 tanks left when there once were in the 40s. And these tanks are gnomish tanks that were turned, and they were turned because of an amazing speech by Archie Fint, played by Rob Sotaro. Now, you guys are walking back to the Red City, and you're walking back with the Rook in possession. Not in your direct possession, but in the possession of King Argon, who's the Queen's husband in game. And you guys are making this long journey back. Reinforcements have come from the Red City, and you guys are now all bringing everybody back. And you have about a little bit over 100 of the evil troops, the Queen's forces, which consists of the captains, the right-hand men of the Rook, and the Rook himself. He's been disarmed. They've been disarmed. You guys are escorting him back, and that is where we start today's story, which is called The Walking Tower.
I don't like this.
It's very soothing. The music and lighting, very soothing.
This walking tower is a very bad juju.
Yes. Okay, guys. So role play, and we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're with. I'm sorry, you're not there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with Jock, and you guys are walking back from the across the desert and the Barrens, back towards the Red City. And as you're walking, actually, you see Two Mage come in. Two Mage is the only wizard that actually can teleport on the side of the good guys, basically, and the bad guys can teleport all the time. Now, Two Mage teleports in, and he goes to Jacques, and he goes, Jacques, the Queen needs you for a moment. Oh, yeah, no problem. Okay, let's go. He takes Jacques, they disappear. It's now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You guys are walking, role play.
One will them.
When will the Archmage's tower be here?
I believe it's tomorrow, isn't it?
Whenever it is, it's too soon.
That
It is.
doesn't leave us much time.
No, it doesn't.
Do we have enough men to fight?
We lost so many in the last battle.
Well, we lost the paladins, but I mean, there's still the army. I mean,
And wizards.
and wizards, yes.
Do we have any type of plan
Uh,
to see how many people we need?
well, I'm really hoping that the king and the queen do, because that's kind of like their job, ain't it? I mean,
Don't
that's
they
not
have
really.
that strategist. Somebody
What?
working for them.
Parthenex.
What about when we get the Rook into prison? Do you think maybe the wizards can, like, magic some information out of him?
I'm
Pretty
sure they
sure.
can. It's just just a matter of what type of information does he know about the Archmage. I'm sure he knows everything about the Queen, but what the hell does he know about the Archmage, other than what they tell him?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's gonna be interesting.
I just don't know how we could fight wizards.
Well, I can't help but think that maybe getting the rod out of here is the smartest move.
That might be an option. I don't know if they'll be too happy about it because they kind of wanted the rod here to begin with.
Where will
so,
we go?
Is there any passage underground?
and then
Yeah.
we'll be on the run again.
We could go back to the Sunken City. The Rook's forces have been decimated.
Yeah, we could,
But
but
the Queen's forces are still.
no, they're not there. That's the Queen's
They're not
forces.
at the shore. They're not on the water.
There might be.
No,
might
I'm
be
sure
ships.
she still has power.
She's
I'm,
still-
wait,
might be
I'm,
ships
try,
there.
I'm trying to remember what he
Yeah.
said.
He said they were ships. The ships were still there.
There might
Yeah, but
be.
they're not manned. They're not. All the
At least
forces.
It's not like a big army.
There's not. Yeah, there's no ground army there anymore.
Okay.
So you might just have like the sailors that are on the boats, and that's it. If I remember correctly. Am I
What
am
will
I
we do when we
remembering
get back
correctly?
to
Yes,
Sunken
you are.
City?
Okay, so
What do we do? when
Their
we get
entire
back?
force was taken out of the city, is out of game, and the only thing left they have is their navy. But the Queen's navy is amazing.
Yeah.
So, but they're
And
not
it-
fighters. So, like, if
Yeah,
you put a red knight soldier up to a Queen sailor, he would just decimate him. So, but they would bombard the city the second you go in there. That's the problem. And that actually is a source of all her strength because no one has a navy that's even close to being as powerful.
well, if we propose to get the rod out of here, there's only one place we really should go, and that would be to the water
To recharge it.
to recharge it. But then we're going to come into the problem of killing the tree.
What if we go to the tree?
It's the same difference. Because the tree gives the power to the water, and the water is going to give the power to the rod. So if we sap the water for its power, it's going to sap the tree for its power. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we going to have to go back into the dark? Is that where this is ending?
I hope not, because I really don't want to go down there again.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
Me neither. I
Well,
wanna go back.
we left the rod with the wizards. Maybe the wizards figured out a way to power the rod back up.
I would love to hear their
have
idea
to
on,
find
how-
out when we get
on
there.
what they want to do. The Queen
Yeah.
and the King's ideas and Onyx's thoughts.
The
See if
only
they found anything out with the rod.
the only thing I could think of is maybe like how the hell do we stop the tower itself? Bad deja vu.
It's huge. I don't know how we do that. Yeah.
I suppose we should go listen to their plan, but remember what we agreed upon. We'll take the rod back if we have to.
Yeah.
Right.
Just wanted to take a second and thank. I don't want to say your last name wrong, but thank you to Ted for sending 200 stars. Appreciate it, Ted. Thank you so much.
Whoa,
All right, Ted,
thank
thank
you.
And yes, Lee, if it's stars or something, keep it coming. Let me know what's going on. Always, guys, just so you know, as we get into the battle or today, or if we get into any kind of other things today, the group gets a +1 per every 50 shares in the group. So I don't know where we're at right now, but if they reach 50, they get a +1 bonus to everything. I can't tell you how dramatically important it is.
it's
It really
huge.
helps out.
Huge.
So
Help us,
we've had a
help us.
couple of weeks we were at
It's-
150 plus, and they had +3 bonus on top of the normal bonuses, and it was phenomenal. So guys, please share it out to everyone you can. Let new people know about the show. Share it with friends and get the word out there. So once that keys in, our team will let us know what's going on, and then they will get the bonus. So thanks a lot, guys.
Do we know, like, distance-wise, how far away the tower is from us?
From the Red City?
As of right now, you don't, because you know it was on its way closer, and you're on the opposite way. So if the city is in the middle, you can imagine you guys are on the opposite side. So this is a good chance for me to hit the map. Guys, you take a look at the map right now. You see on your screen, and on Twitch, we're going to bring it up for you in a moment. So if you're looking at that map, you'll see on the left side, upper left side, is the Red Knight's Realm. For our Facebook and YouTube users, you're going to see it a little bit closer. You guys are on the western side of the Red City, and you're making your way back to it. While on the eastern side is pretty much on top of the mountains. At this point is this walking tower, which is this giant tower that has like these beast-like giant legs that's literally walking. The most dangerous thing about the Wizards of the Archmage's Tower is that tower, full of thousands of wizards, are able to come out and go back to that walking base. Like literally, it's like walking your base to the enemy's city. And also, what's the most deadly thing that's known is that the wizards of Solst is where they come from, can actually teleport their wizards from Solst into the tower, and then they can leave the tower right to you if the tower's near you. So it's literally like bringing the entire city's defenses and wizard soldiers to you guys. So it's pretty deadly, and it's a scary thing. I'm not gonna lie.
Can I ask some questions about that description to get a little bit clearer in my head?
Sure.
How many beast legs does the tower walk upon?
4.
Okay.
Oh, it's 4? I always thought it was 6.
Okay.
Oh, I always thought it was 4.
I thought it was 2.
Bear beast.
2.
No, I thought it was. I pictured.
You thought it was bipedal?
No, I pictured it like 4 quarters.
That's very
table.
Monty Python. It's just like, it's like jump.
Just
giant,
knock it
like,
right over.
Brontosaurus legs.
I pictured the same thing, except Brontosaurus has 4 legs.
I imagine it as like a spider.
But no, but yeah, but I mean,
When he reaches up on the tree.
And it's
Well, it's
big.
really-
It's how far across is it? Like, so it's got 4 legs.
How big is the tower?
It's a huge tower.
How far across it? Let's say about 1,000 feet.
all right. So I have.
Big.
I don't know where I am right now, but I have an idea.
Okay, so we can cut to you right now. Let you guys think about what's going on. So last week, whatever was going on.
I was hiding on.
No. I don't want to fight. The seer came in, and the seer in-game came over, and he pulled you out and said he wanted to help you and help come and prepare for the defenses coming in from the east, because the Archmage's wizards may attack any moment, and he wanted you to be there. So you guys spent there, and you started reviewing everything. Now, we're not going to do it right now, but that's going to be the beginning of all your research on your book. Okay? So you would have spent that time, you're seeing that what you need to do, and they're planning, and you're like, I should take the time to learn these spells quickly. So you start going through them and start learning them, okay? They're not going to be active today, but next session they will be.
Ooh.
Okay? And then we're going to review
If
that.
I make it.
If you survive.
Right.
Right.
If you die, then we love you.
Somebody
We
else
miss
will
you.
get that book.
Well, who knows? We might see tomorrow, and they might be active tomorrow.
Me.
Instead of
Me,
Findor
he's
Lockdog,
probably
it'd be
get that
Bindor Makmon. I'm completely different.
His twin brother.
Schmindler, Schmuck,
You can call me Landfill too. It'll be like Landfill 1 never left. Great. So let's see what everybody's saying right now. Everybody wants to know which tanks. So somebody wants you to guys pull up a Luke Skywalker with the go around the legs with the lasso.
Anyone see that really old movie?
Fourth
That really old movie, yeah. John Provenzano, welcome to the stream. Hey.
Wow. Hey.
Caleb Brown,
Which one?
welcome.
Which one is it? Senior or junior?
I don't know.
Is it senior?
I don't know.
Hi, Dad.
James West, didn't see you before. How's it going? Joe Perry wants you to get the rod out. He said that before. James West says, pour a bunch of Lego bricks on the ground in front of the tower. Maybe it's barefoot.
Seriously, that would,
James, that's
that
how
would do the
Genius.
That was my idea.
Ingenious.
That would do the trick.
Wait, real quick. Is the tower, are the legs of the tower mechanical, or are they kind of like actually like beast
Like a
legs?
beast.
Okay.
It's living,
Awesome.
in a sense.
Okay. I always
let's
imagine
see.
them as being like mechanical.
Yeah.
Matthew Thompson says, shoot the legs out with the tanks.
Yeah.
That is
one thing I was
that
thinking.
legitimately was my plan, is to just focus all possible firepower on one leg.
Yes.
That's possible. Jackie Schultz says we are 9. I don't know if I imagine she was correct. I
One
don't know if
leg.
it's still right now, but we are 9 shares
I want
away
the
from the
tower to
first
fall.
bonus level. So guys,
boy,
if you're watching right now, share that stream out.
Do it. Help.
So you've been preparing the whole time, and we'll take you back to the moment where the seer tells you, he comes to you and he says, he goes, I see you are studying.
Yes.
Everyone is coming back. They have defeated the Rook.
That's tremendous news. Defeated him?
He is imprisoned, I am told.
That's terrific news.
So you're in a large area in the side of the city, and basically there's probably about 70-something wizards here.
Okay.
And they seem to be training and talking and just like trying to figure out plans and things like that. Do you want to wait there underneath him, or do you want to leave, or what do you want to do here?
So I will say, I don't know what our plans are, but the only thing I was thinking while I was studying my book is that, if we can stop the tower or maybe make the tower fall before it gets here, that might cause some sort of, slow down of that attack. So, I mean, to me, that thing moves. If we can knock those legs out, that might be the way to go. Even if we can use whatever firepower that's left over from all those tanks.
I would imagine that they would not actually bring the tower already here. And to bring the cannons and the tanks to them would put them at great risk.
Okay. I see what you're saying. If it's okay, I'd like to go meet my friends.
Yes, of course. Okay, so you leave. You're going to go back?
Yeah.
You guys finally, after a few hours, finish your journey back, and you make it there. Like I told you before, out of that army was a 4,000. Now the Red City has a lot of troops, in the tens of thousands, but they had this vanguard elite force, which was their paladins. Okay, so it's like this was the best of the best, and out of the 4,000, there's a bit over 100, and that's it. So yes, you got the Rook. You stopped 40,000 forces. You can't say it was for nothing, because it absolutely was for something. It was great what you guys did, but you did lose a lot of paladins. So the paladins have become more like make a Star Wars reference, more like a Jedi Order now, because they come into they're probably going to be taking leadership positions. There's not enough of them to make a whole force. So that's probably what you would imagine is going to be happening with them. So you guys make it back. Now the Queen. Queen Frigg, Tales of Kano.
Hello.
You have hello. You have hello there. You've come back to the city. You on your way back. We actually role played this before today, and you guys just made it back, going over the plans with Two Mage, with Jacques, because you wanted some information about what the group went through, and then with Onyx, the Archmage of the Red City. And just for confusion out there, the ancients, the gods of the world, are called the Archmage, the Queen, the Red Knight, the Keeper. They're called ancients, but they're gods. And not to be confused about the position of Archmage, the Archmage of Onyx for the Red City is a good guy. But all these wizards that are coming in are wizards of the Archmage, the god. Okay, so the Arch-Wizard. I should call him an Arch-Wizard so that people don't get confused. So you're wrapping up. Did you want to say something?
I was going to say the same thing. And Queen Frigg is not the queen.
Right.
The ancient, the queen.
Right.
Right.
They're two different characters.
Right, and ancients actually have their names given to them by mortals, so they're just very plain in carved out names that they've given them. Anything else you want to add to what we already role played on your way back? Otherwise, you're pretty much there, back at the city now.
I think we can continue forward.
Okay, so you make your way back to the war room. You guys are adjusted there as well, and you find that everyone's there. So you guys get to the war room in the Red City, and this is a large room. There's windows pretty much out every side. It's in one of the highest towers of the Red Keep in the Red City, and there's a giant table in the middle filled with all different maps. And as you walk in, you see them actually removing all the markers and the flags they have representing the Rook's army, because you just defeated it. And you see one giant castle piece is near the city on the map on the opposite side. And when you walk in, you see the general there, which is General Parthenax. And Parthenax sees you. And he says, "Well done. There's a lot to handle, and we cleared that force." Argon comes in, who's the king. "Well, everyone, we did it. The force was wiped out, although we lost many, many paladins. Now we have to figure out what we're going to do. And I don't believe we've met. Yes, I believe we've met before, below Anwar.
Yes.
Yes.
You're looking much better than last time.
And you're looking much stronger.
Yes, I've been through a lot, as I'm sure you have.
Indeed.
Yes.
Is he older?
You're not sure. You think he was because he had the full regalia on right now, so maybe he didn't take his helmet off last time.
I'm trying to answer a personal question.
You see what I'm doing right here right now?
Yeah, I do. I got you. I follow you. Like I said, I'm just trying to answer a personal question.
Guys, we just passed 50 shares, so everyone gets a +1 attack. Thank you.
Excellent.
Thank you.
If we get to 100 shares, that'll be a
Action.
+2. But right now, you guys get a +1. Thank you to everybody watching right now.
Share it.
So-
share it.
So, let's
Damn you
see.
and your
Jarrett,
vagueness.
Jarrett Wood says, how about the Rook Sword? Maybe that is a weapon that can be used to take out the tower. The Rook Sword, that's a very good point. Thank you, Jarrett. So the Rook Sword is actually brought into that room and placed. It is a giant. It looks like the Buster Sword from Final Fantasy VII, for those who know. They put it on the side. It's huge because he's huge, and he carries a huge sword. So, yes, that's what's happening. So he's in there. The Queen Argon, the Queen Frigg, King Argon, Tomb Mage, Jacques. I have a lot of people to play, and the 6 of you, and probably a few other people like knights and things like that,
Onyx
generals
and
and
Parthenax,
such.
too.
Onyx and Parthenax.
Okay.
So feel free, which personality you want to talk to today.
What is it, split? I don't
It's turning into a typical Tony Hansen quest, where I've had times where I'm talking to myself for 15 minutes.
Tony, this is Patricia.
They leave the room, they go to the bathroom, they come back, and I've had the best conversations with myself. I'm not gonna lie.
I've laid the best plans
Yes.
with myself.
So, how we propose to stop this tower then? What is the?
Parthenax walks around and
Is
he's.
there a plan?
I was just talking with the queen before. There are many things we can do with the troops. We have about 50-something thousand of the troops. What do you have?
I was told that there was about 70,000 men left over.
So he looks over, checks with the generals, and says, so we have 70,000, that's good. The problem is, we don't have a plan to fight wizards. I'm told we have, how many wizards, Onyx? I believe we have about 77 wizards.
81 including us.
81, including the queen, myself, Tomb Mage, and such. So, yes, we don't need to have a plan that will involve taking out the magic, because the troops simply cannot do anything about it. My queen, I know that you were putting together a strategy for this. Perhaps you can bring it to the table.
Yes.
Before you start, not to cut you off, just to put this in perspective. What's going to happen now is, I'm not going to tell you if they're going to attack or if you're going to attack them. We don't know what's going to happen, but that tower is about a little less than a day away. And if it comes to it, you guys are going to go into round combat where we do D6s battling back and forth like we did the last battle. But it's going to be affected greatly by how you have the plan. Okay, so if she has a plan, you guys set it up. We'll set it up. I'll give you pluses or minuses depending on what I know they're going to do, and we'll see how it goes. Or maybe you stop war. Maybe you don't do war altogether. It's completely up to you. If people at home might give you re-rolls and might help you out again, that would be great. But if they don't, it comes down to only the plans and the pluses you get or minuses from the exact plans you put together. So it matters, and here you go.
Oh, to make note, I still have 2 rerolls left over. I believe from Evan.
Probably.
All right.
Calls from Evan. Calls.
If I have to, I must use them.
Evan's a 9th ancient.
Yeah.
The luck god.
So, I didn't think of possibly taking out the tower. I didn't know that that could have been a possibility. But in terms of fighting the wizards, we know that their weakness is melee. We all know that wizards' strength is within their spell casting. If we bring the fight to them by, say, casting our fly spells on our warriors and helping the warriors, backing the warriors up in the air, we could potentially take down a lot of the wizards to begin with. Now, I think we should hit them with an element of surprise by casting Fly and Invisibility. I think that would give us an edge. The other thing I want to do is set up scouts in advantageous places around the Red Keep, using message spells and telepathy spells, so that this way those scouts can alert us of when and where our enemies are if we can't see them in the battlefield. That could also give us an advantage. Like I said, our strength is in our melee. Their strength is in their wizards, obviously.
So, do you have any more of the anti-magic gems?
We do not, actually. We used them to revitalize the tree, which we did to some degree.
I don't think we used the anti-magic ones in the tree.
Sorry. We did, my lady. It was one of our last-ditch efforts.
I've got this one in my axe.
That's not big enough for what I was thinking.
Yes, I know.
Should we anticipate?
I imagine
them-
you show the axe kind of partially when you do that. Something of that size would help the tree. But
Does the one on my sword still work? I don't remember if that was affected by.
yeah, they were affected. Anything that what you know is anything that was
Close
close of any proximity to Dragano was being drained. That's why they're not working. It wasn't like they all in the world started working. It was anything that he
I just
drained.
don't remember because I haven't used it in.
The last time,
Weeks.
the last time you tried to use it, it was fidgety. It was on and off. So as of right now, you don't know.
Okay.
So
mine's in the same boat as
So
yours.
why don't we test what we have and see if they're working now? Because at least that's something. Because if they try to cast invisibility or flies or anything around us, then you know they're going to fall out of the sky.
The other thing I was thinking, well, this is only phase one of of my strategy.
Sorry, Your Highness.
Sorry.
I apologize for cutting you off, Your Highness.
Oh, you did not cut me off. I'm sorry. Anyways, I was thinking any wizard not being attacked, we can use things like dispel magic on them on themselves, and their fly spells will become deactive. And then using something like hold person, we can bring them down even further to the ground, where our archers can then take them out.
Should we anticipate them having scouts as well and being invisible and possibly predicting?
I wouldn't be shocked if they're even here now.
Right.
Absolutely.
I would imagine the very same.
Okay.
Onyx, did your wizards were they able to recharge the rod?
No, we cannot.
Did you get any new information about it?
No, unfortunately, the last we spoke of this was before the battle, but there was nothing that we can do with magic to recharge the rod. It must come from something that seems to be linked from the ancients. The god's power, the Elven Lord, made the tree. It takes something of equal nature to probably heal it, it seems. The crystals seem to have that ability because all the crystals come from the magic of the Keeper, if you know your history.
I think I asked this question when we first met, but is the tower created by an ancient, or is that just created by magic?
The tower was created by the Archmage, and with purpose. It was created to try to free Dragano.
So, technically, it's almost like the tree then, is it not?
I suppose in a way.
So maybe we can drain the tower with the rod?
I don't know what happened if you would try to. Right, I suppose the light in the Keeper works with the light of the Elven Lord. So to take the light from the Archmage in his enchantment and put it to the tree, it's possible.
Interesting.
So what if... Here's an idea. What if we take the rod? Because the rod kind of makes us invisible, right? To their sight. Am I
Right.
remembering
Right.
correctly?
Yes.
Yep.
And see if we can disable the tower. And that'll totally put them on their heels while they think they're going to be attacking here.
My fear is that the rod is going to be awfully close to the Archmage.
But they can't detect it.
Yes, that's true. You would be bringing the rod right to their doorstep.
I mean, we had it in Dragano's
They wouldn't be
home.
expecting that, right?
I don't know.
And are we certain that the Walking Tower does hold the light of the Archmage?
I do not know if it holds. I've never laid a hand on the tower itself. I've seen the tower from afar before today. I don't know if it works exactly the same. The Elven light to me seems to be very different, more nurturing as anyone would think it would be. The Archmage seems to be not the same. It could easily not work, as easily as it could work.
I don't know if that's a risk that we should be willing to take with such an item as the rod.
Parthenax steps over and goes, "Whatever we do, we must think of something fast. If these wizards come out of the tower and they start attacking, we have virtually no defense. Unless they're going to put themselves in the way of our archers or want to go into combat with our men."
Well, our original plan was to strike fast, defeat the Rook's forces so we could fight the tower straight up.
It is very much a plan from an ancient general called von Schlieffen. The plan is this. take out one side quickly, so they don't have to fight a war on two fronts.
Two-front war.
A two-front war.
Two front wars will get you every time.
Brilliant.
Yes.
Maybe we should send them behind the tower so they will have the two front war.
Yes. You don't want to get caught in a war on two fronts. Nobody wants that.
I've heard that,
You've heard that.
General. Yes.
So, yes, we have taken out, using the von Schlieffen plan, we have taken out the forces in the west. And now you must take our forces out to them in the east.
Well, I say we fight straight up, according to the Queen's plan.
All right. Was there more? I think there's more of the Queen's plan.
There is more to the plan.
What do you mean straight up? What
That
is,
was
what
only
is,
one.
what is
one
straight up
idea.
fighting?
What is this straight up?
We don't try and sneak the rod into the tower, nor do we flee with the rod.
Right.
We try and defeat them.
Stay and fight.
I do like the idea of trying to take out the tower. If we can add that to this plan as setting out an elite group to go and manage to at least disable the tower.
You want to infiltrate the tower. That's interesting.
At least cripple it.
I want to infiltrate the tower. I
No,
don't know.
you don't.
I just.
I don't know
If we
that's
can
a good
infiltrate it
idea.
or make it topple over,
Yeah. That's.
I would like
Or
that.
even
idea.
get it to stop.
So for everyone at home that doesn't know, this is already a dungeon we play on Wednesday nights. On Sunday nights, me, Damien, Vin, and a few other people play a quest. And here on Thursdays,
times.
we play another part of the quest. So the story is being written from 3 different angles, and it's fleshing out the world in very cool ways. It's very interesting. In the other group, in your other characters, Vin and Damien have actually been to the tower and know how dangerous it is. Taylor's group
Vin
is
was really up in there.
Taylor's group.
I was.
Yeah, he was really up in there.
He was like really up in that tower.
Taylor's group, though, for you guys for here that don't even know, how many times have you been to Solst?
I at least 6 or 7.
She's been now not as obviously she's been as a good guy going into like the fire going into Solst. And how many times have you won in Solst?
Never.
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 Every time they go to Solst, Frank's been in Solst too.
So I got.
Every time they go to Solst, it's bad.
It's the worst thing in the
Every
world
time.
to do.
Oh
When Tony
my
says
God.
you're going into Souls, you're like, I'm gonna die. Like this is the
It's
one. I'm
bad.
dying.
It's bad.
Yeah,
Now
that's
back to the game.
comforting.
So we want to put somebody
Or
in the tower.
encouraging.
I don't know about in the tower, but at least knock out its legs. At least disable it. That could be a good.
Knock out its legs.
Even one leg.
Hit it from its. Yeah.
So
Even one leg.
how far is the range on the tanks? How far can they project their cannonballs?
They have a very far range. I don't think it would be... We'd have to get them too far from the city to reach them. But they'd be extremely vulnerable to any
Right.
other spells
I
they
think
may
Not going to
have.
be farther
And
than
we're not sure if the
the
gnomes are
wizards
even
can-
wanting to help us further. They helped us with this war against the Rook, but I don't know if their help goes further than their freedom.
So what type of a capacity can Tomb Mage move with his teleport spell?
Two mages there. He kind of steps forward. I'm able to teleport 2 individuals with myself. So I could move a small force to somewhere, and I have been inside the tower.
Oh,
Can you
Oh, that's right. He was.
Yes.
can you
That's right. He was. I forgot all about that.
Two Mage has been in the tower many times.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Oh, I've been in the tower. Let's just say I've been in the tower.
can you teleport 2 of us directly underneath the tower?
No.
I've been inside the tower. I have not been to that exact spot, but I could do it by sight. So yes, actually, I could.
And then we fight the leg.
fight the leg.
the leg is.
Sweep the leg.
Sweep the legs.
There you go.
Get the point. Get the points.
No mercy. I watched
Put him in
that.
a body bag.
I watched that last night.
Nice.
Watched the movie last night.
Good. Well, then we're up on it.
He was preparing for today. Okay, we will call it Operation Sweep the
I
Leg.
thought there was a Cobra,
All right.
Cobra Kai outfit you had on.
Always wearing Cobra Kai.
Archie, what if True Mage teleports us underneath the tower? And you bring your suit, and I bring my sword, and we take down one leg.
Those legs are, I'm
Like
guessing,
100 feet wide.
yeah, like
probably.
50 to 100 feet wide.
Okay,
It might take us a while to chop through them.
okay.
I'm thinking if we if we can figure out a way to protect the cannon from
Won't they be-
magical attack, maybe like some sort of
The-
some sort of like almost complete
It's
dome
an
of wall of a force,
anti-magic
right?
spell,
Right.
but it only encompasses the caster.
Plus, won't the legs be protected by like the magic?
Can
of
two
the
mage move a
wizards and
tank?
stuff?
I don't know.
We have
mean,
to
not
assume
moving
This is a
they'll have
tower.
defenses.
This is a
No,
tower
it's a
of
good question,
wizards.
but he would answer it that way.
Probably there's going to be magic defense
It's a
on
very
the
good question.
legs, like with a tower of wizards.
Let's go to the feed and see what people are saying
That's
right
what I'm
now.
thinking.
Going back a little bit.
Man.
Let's see.
Keep hitting that share button.
Apparently,
Help us
Percival
out.
says, "I am the Eddie Murphy of D&D."
Oh, with all the voices.
Oh,
The clubs.
Hercules, Hercules.
Oh boy. Oh,
Let's
boy.
see. We're up
Again
to-
with this
we're
damn
getting a lot-
tower.
We've reached 60 shares. That's pretty good. More Robin Williams with the voices like the voice of the world. Oh, yes. Teresa Johnson loves that voice. She thought it was hilarious.
Oh. With the world? No.
Possible.
About the
tower.
What about?
Like
Whoa.
whether it's
it's
imbued with
with
the
the light.
light of the
Ah.
ancients of or something. Will it be able to recharge the rod?
That
More specifically.
would be useful to know.
The
I guess I
world.
could ask the world.
Okay, you're asking, so you're going to ask, using an ability that you found, you're going to ask
I
the world of Indaria.
I earned that ability.
You earned that ability. Sorry. You absolutely did.
Sorry. They say I'm cocky. I say what?
You found that gold coin the other day, but I earned that.
But yes, I have the Ring of Endaria, which allows me to ask the entire planet a question once per day.
Yes or no question.
A yes or no question. So, what do we want to ask?
Is this
Let's
riddles in the dark?
Yes, I didn't come up with it.
No. The question is done.
Just kidding. do we want to exit if it has the ability to recharge the staff? Well, the rod, but then it can mean that there's something inside that could do it.
I could ask if
Would it have the
if
same light as the Elven Tree?
if I touch the rod to this tower, will I be able to recharge the rod? I can
As we did
With the Elven Tree.
with the Elven Tree.
Okay, ask
Or is
that.
it made of the same light as the Elven Tree?
It's not.
No.
Well, we
definitely
know it's not.
Yeah, I'll ask that. All right, so I ask I close my eyes and I focus on the ring and I ask of the ring if I touch the rod to the walking tower, will I be able to recharge it in a similar way to me recharging the rod by touching it to the tree?
No!
There you go.
That's the planet voice. I forgot that was the planet voice.
That's the planet.
I always think this planet is so old. And then I hear it speak.
It's a very
Young planet.
young,
Yeah. I wouldn't-
maturing planet.
Yeah. Incredible.
The answer is no.
All right, there goes that plan.
In a very,
Well,
in a
that's
very
good.
worldly.
Well, that would have been a big risk to like bring the
All right,
rod out
so
there.
We all have
Yeah.
different versions of what we think
It's
the world sounds like.
probably-
It
like-
totally, I believe it totally would have been worth it if that would have worked.
Oh yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
So we know it doesn't.
Well, I know it doesn't,
So,
so that's
Your Highness, were there other parts of the plan that you wanted to go over before we move
There-
on to adding things onto it, or take
There are. So, to continue the actual fight and not think about taking out the tower itself, we could then, as a phase 2, call back our armed forces and then have the wizards mirror image themselves, so that this way they're harder to attack. Set up defenses for the wizards in the battle, in the line of battle.
That would definitely make it appear that there are far more of our forces.
Yes. We can surround the enemies, and I would suggest using some kind of range attack, something similar to Sunburst or Incendiary Cloud. Those kind of attacks, as opposed to one that only targets one person. Make the air as unflyable as possible for our enemy. This way they are forced to land on the ground where they are most vulnerable.
Maybe we should do that first then. And then have the troops attack while they're on the ground and weakened.
I had thought of that. The only thing is that we would lose the element of surprise with attacking them in the air. They would not catch that.
There's no way they could detect us?
Well,
Unknown.
They're wizards as well. I mean, they have the same capabilities as
Right,
our wizards.
right.
So
we
who's
can't-
to say they're not going to come up with the same ideas?
Let's hit
Are
up.
we able to detect them if they can?
Say that again.
Are we able to detect their magic if they're doing the same plan?
We could cast things like detect magic, but our wizards are going to be doing so many other things. I don't know if we can spare that.
I just keep thinking it would be very, very hard to like get rid of the or topple over the tower with magical means. I feel like they
It's not.
have to. They gotta be able to see it coming, right?
There's
Been
gotta
there,
be some.
done
It
that.
definitely has to have some kind of magical resistance. I feel like the archmage would definitely know that someone would try to attack the tower.
Right. I feel like a physical thing.
I hate metagaming.
Or
Yeah.
So don't do it.
just don't do it.
I'm trying not to. It's
Your,
hard.
your voice has changed considerably, Holgar.
Thank you. King Argon, can I ask you a question?
You totally like sidetracked you. What the hell's
King
going
Argon
on?
is
Cobra Kai, wait, hold on.
Cobra Kai. Wait. Oh, do I have something to say about Cobra Kai? King Argon is looking out the window. He turns around. Yes.
What did you say to the rook to make him drop his sword?
I told him that he seemed to be a person of honor, yet I thought he was on the wrong side. And if he truly was that kind of person, then he would honor the laws of combat, and that he was defeated.
And he did.
He did.
Where is he now?
Where is he now?
Yeah, the rook.
Well, he's been brought down to one of our deepest dungeons. They're ones we have an entire level of dungeons that are magically protected. He's down there. Also, I believe the loot is down there as well.
Oh, the loot.
Yes.
Are either of them being questioned?
Not yet.
They will be.
When it comes time. They've only been down there for an hour or so.
Thank you,
Of course.
Your Majesty.
So then,
Yes.
which way are we going with this now? Are we?
I think we should attempt both. One way or another, the attack is coming to us, but if we can take out the tower, it could shorten this fight exponentially.
All right. So there's a. I'm agreeing with you on the physical combat to the legs thing, but I'm thinking of something we can do that might protect the cannons. If we can get the cannons to be used, there's a spell called Arcane Gate, which sets up basically a twin portal at different distances away. So we have the cannons firing in one place through the Arcane Gate and have the actual cannon fire appear somewhere else and attack the tower. So that it'll look to the wizards, if we can hide where the cannons actually are, as if the fire's coming just out of nowhere in a different direction.
Would the Archmage's forces be able to detect that magic, given that the battle is being fought right above?
And it's a spell. They might be able to detect it, but I don't know if they'll be able to detect where to stop the combat from happening.
I believe it's worth a shot. It could be a good part of a larger plan. And I think if the wizards were busy, they wouldn't notice it until it was too late.
That's what I was hoping you would say. Because I like that plan a lot.
So the next question is, who knows Arcane Gate?
Right. No, that's a. I don't.
Oh.
I know that it's a spell, but I don't know it.
Jackie Shaw says, good plan, Tom. And Scott Walter says, somebody cast much more ado.
Much more.
I'm sorry, Scott, but this show is without any ado. Because we had ado, and now we've had enough, so there's no more further ado.
So much ado about nothing.
I mean, okay, out of game, I leveled up last week, and I didn't take a new spell, so I technically could take Arcane Gate, but would that be metagame?
Now it is.
I mean,
Yes, it is. Tell her what she's won.
Especially now that you've
but, like,
said all that
here's the
to
thing,
us.
though. Here's the
You could have just took it.
but I want to be honest here, okay? I want to be honest here, okay? I'm an honest player.
That's why she's the queen.
You know who's not an honest player? Damian Scrow.
David's like, I have arcade games.
Never do that. Oh,
Now-
I had it right here. Yeah.
Now I know.
It's been there forever.
You know how you know when you see him staring at you and his pencil's still writing.
It's like, oh,
That's
it's on there. What are
That's
you
why
talking
everything's
about?
written
Add it
in
on
like
there.
Joker font everywhere. I have rations.
It's
I've got like a month's worth of rations.
he just throws out an R and like a picture of a cane.
Our candy cane right here.
This coming from the guy who says, I run. And then 2 minutes later, you go, Damien, you run, right? I didn't run.
I didn't run.
I didn't run.
Yeah.
No,
I love that. That episode has so many funny moments on it. That was hilarious.
that was a good one.
That was good. So the
classic.
question now then falls on, does anybody have this spell?
Yeah, I don't have it. So I know of it existing. I don't know if any of the wizards here do.
A lot of wizards here.
Yeah, I'm hoping that there's some who are powerful enough to have it. It's 6th level spell.
We do have probably 20 or so wizards that are considerably powerful. The problem is that we're facing thousands.
Right. I think so far, and I don't know if there's more steps to your plan, Your Majesty, but surprise them from above, draw them out and attack, and then do something to make the sky inhospitable to their flying attacks as they land, and then spring our forces on them. I think overall that's a good strategy. I'm not sure if anybody has any pieces they want to add to it.
Well, I'm not very versed in magic, so this seems mostly magic.
I think the idea is what can we do to eliminate their magical advantage, right? How do we get them into a place where we can hit them with combat? And like you said, melee combat, we don't give them opportunity to cast spells. If they have concentration spells, we hit them so they can't concentrate. Right? If they have spells that they're trying to get off, we punch them in the mouth before they say the magic words, right?
How many?
That's exactly what
Hey, yo, we punch you in the mouth before you say any words, okay?
How many wizards do they have?
I
Do we
don't
know?
10,000? Yeah.
And I was just thinking
It's a
we
few
could just
thousand.
Repeat that.
At least, but they
Basic plan,
They can pull all of them
where
from souls.
We just continue to cast fly on paladins, fighters, anyone that can fight and hit them,
Right.
and then bring the forces back. Think that they're getting a reprieve, and then hit them with unhospitable flying conditions, so that they have to land and they have to fight us on the ground. There's no other option.
All of a sudden, you see the door open. Sorry to interrupt, everybody. Listen, they're coming. They're all coming. They're getting their stuff, and they're coming here. They're on their way.
How far are they, Morty?
They're like less than a day away. They picked everything up from the tower, and they're coming here. We gotta go.
Can we see the tower from the room that we're in?
It's not easily seen, but yes. You guys look up there and you see that the tower is like moving rapidly towards you. Like,
Oh. Well.
2 mage teleports out, comes back in like 10, 15 seconds. He goes, I believe it will be here in hours.
So we have no rest, and we need to get moving now.
All right.
Well, I could go talk to the gnomes, see if they're on board with the plan.
Yeah, you're their liberator, right?
They listened last time.
That's it. You can set yourself up as, Mayor Archie when we're done with all of this.
All right. It's been the plan
Are
all
you
along.
really setting him up to run the sunken city? Really, Tom? Do you think
Is that surprising, Vin? Is that surprising?
Rob has been dying to be a mayor or a governor in a city in Ravenloft, and hopefully now he'll get
I've
his
done
wish.
it in like 2 of the last 4 quests I played. Ended up
He just
becoming
wants to be
an executive in a city of some sort.
He's hoping to turn that mayorship into like a baronality, something like that.
He doesn't want to be Dungeons and Dragons. He wants to play people in politics.
SimCity.
Roll to see if you get the Democratic vote. Aw, 2.
Aw.
You have to run as an independent.
All right. So
You set up a 5-party system. You have a shot.
In Dungeons and Dragons, there's a 7-party system.
with the Queen's plan, it is, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, there's the queen seems to have a lot of papers in front of her.
Well,
Was there more of your plan, Your Majesty?
Not necessarily. That's the basic of the plan. I do want the scouts to be able to see anything. So true seeing, definitely have them able to use true seeing, and make sure that they have connections with our generals and our leaders of our groups, each group.
Your Majesty, are we sending the troops out in waves, or are you sending them? How big is each wave?
That was the other question that I had to ask.
With the wave of the
to
hand?
see what we can
What's that
spare, logistically wise. Someone give me numbers here. That's the one thing I feel like I was in a sense lacking.
Oh, yeah, 'cause you look over at Onyx, and he says, "Well, how many? It depends on how many wizards you want to put together."
I do want some on defense. On the defense, I would say probably about 10 should be on scout. So. 10
Okay.
on scout.
So what I didn't tell you guys is I've been timing you the whole time, and this is basically it. So they are coming in quick, and all of a sudden you see everyone starting to get hectic, and he comes back in. Sorry to interrupt again, sire. They're flying through the sky. They're coming in fast. They'll be in here in a few minutes.
Oh, well, so much for the element of surprise.
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay. So what do you want to do?
All right, let's set the plan in motion. Let's get at least. How many paladins do we have left? We have 150 paladins. All right. If we can spare the paladins, if we can get the paladins all invisible with greater invisibility and invisibility, and get them flying, let's do that right now.
Why don't we? You're sending all of them out at once?
Let's send out 50 of them, and send out some of the regular troops then.
Yes,
also.
I think it would be.
I'm
Send
under
the
pressure now.
weakest,
Yeah,
the smallest forces first.
that's wise. Let's do that then.
And the scouts, right? Send out scouts.
We're
gonna have a
go to the gnomes.
I'll go to the gnomes, and whoever knows Arcane Mage or Arcane Gate better
send them to
come
you.
with me.
All right. I figure even if they're already coming, but if we can figure out a way to disable the tower so that they can't get reinforcements, I don't know if that's possible, but that's my dream.
Yeah.
Here, is to at least only deal with the mages that are here and not have to deal with the thousands that come through.
Onyx, do you know if any of our mages have Arcane Gate?
Arcane Gate. I believe a few should. Yes.
Then send them with Arky, please.
Before we go out there, I want everyone to know that I think it's quite the most appropriate chance to say this before. But when we first met, I didn't know what you were made of. I know that sounds like it's from an 80s movie right now, but I didn't. I know that you were thrown into something that you didn't ask for, and I didn't know what came out on the other side. But it appears that you're in this for the win, and for the right side. So whatever happens here forward, whichever amount of us make it or don't, I wanted to say you have my respect. Today we fight for the Red City, and possibly for the world of Andaria. If the Red City falls, there is no one else. Not the Keeper, not the Elven realm that's already been sacked, and not the dwarves who have buried deep underneath their castles. It is simply the Red City. If this falls, you rush to any other small civilization you can. There are 4 other cities around in the Red Knight's realm. But at that point, it will be over. We must do this. I wish us all good luck. And may we have the Red Knight's protection. Good luck, everyone.
Good luck.
Good luck.
He walks out. Well, that was well said. I'm going to round up the paladins, and I'll get ready. I'll see you in the front lines, everyone. He went out.
Who's that? That's
Argon.
Argon, King Argon. Parthenax is right there. I see runners start coming in, and he starts moving pieces around. How he's gonna do the troops, and they run up top to the top of the tower, and they're putting up different flags. And you see troops are starting to move outside and get into position as fast as they can.
Hey, Hogar?
Yeah.
You might need that. I point to
sword.
I pointed a rook's sword that's just kind of standing there.
There ain't nobody else here who can lift that thing up.
Take a look at it. I walk over. I pick it up.
You pick it up, and you feel like it's going to be. It's very heavy, but not as heavy as you thought it would be. And you pick it up, and you're actually able to swing it around. You're actually the same size as the rook.
I can wield it with one hand.
You could, yeah.
Wow. All right.
That's 2.
I go over to him and I cast Identify.
Okay. And before we continue, how many swords do you have on you?
Looking at me. You want to look at my character sheet?
I lost this one.
How many
2.
swords you got on him?
I have 2. I have the one that I normally use, and I have the one that I used in the beginning.
So you have 2 swords on you already,
Yes.
plus this other sword. So you'll have nowhere to put it down, just so you know if you bring this sword. Unless you drop one sword here.
I'll drop my first sword.
Okay. Is anybody over encumbered with too many things on them from the dark and the trip?
The only thing I got is
I'd love to
weapons.
say yes.
And what's the first sword?
The first sword is just a 2-handed sword.
It's a sword you started with, or you got it from?
Yes.
So
It's the sword I started with.
Oh, okay.
It's the plain 2-handed sword then.
Yes, and I have.
Good upgrade.
Yeah, I've been using. I've been using the 2-handed magical sword that I got from the Rook's ship, where I also found my magical armor.
That's the other sword you have?
That's the other sword I've been using. Yes.
Okay.
You legitimately have all of the rook's crap.
Yeah,
You do.
his
You actually-
armor and his 2
his
swords.
armor
You're
and
like
his 2 swords.
You're like the new rook. So you have the rook's armor, and do you still have the other sword?
yeah, we
Yes.
never got it
Yeah.
identified.
Oh.
Okay, so you have the rook's armor, you have the rook's sword,
Yes.
his other sword that he had in his vault, and now you have the sword,
Swords.
and now you have his
Yeah.
sword that he brought out to battle. So literally, you're owning it, rook-wise.
I would get all dressed up and just walk past where he's being kept.
Oh, did you see my new armor?
All right, so I'm
Bye, Felicia.
gonna drop my other sword then.
You're gonna drop the other sword. Okay.
The first sword I'll drop.
So you can tell him what all that stuff does?
I can.
Huh,
So-
finally.
God.
The sword is 2d8 damage.
Which one? The new one?
The new one you just got. It's +2, and it's enchanted by the queen.
Can I tell what the enchantment does? Uh-oh.
And what about the other sword?
I need crit. What's the crit range?
2. Actually, no, you can make it a ×3. You can make it ×3.
20.
Yeah. You were trying to identify everything?
Sure, I'll identify everything if he wants me to. So how many items?
Do you
are
want her to identify the sword?
Yeah.
Okay. And just so you know, this is 2 rounds lost to this.
Well, Arky's already gone to talk to the
That's what you. It's your choices.
Yeah, I'm already gone, so we're making up some time.
So raise your hand if you left the room already.
Yeah, I've gone with Arky.
So
I got
one.
nowhere to be, so...
Well, I
2.
don't have an assignment yet.
So who's left the room? Raise one more time because I didn't see everybody. 1,
I'm gonna
2,
go with them.
3. Okay, so there are 2 rounds where the queen and Holgar are just in the room, just from memory.
But everyone else knows my plan.
Yeah.
No, I'm there too. I stayed with them. I
Yep.
didn't leave. Oh, okay.
Sorry. Okay. 2 rounds. Okay, so you guys, you identify the second sword. The sword actually has paladin has abilities that can be unlocked by a paladin.
That's the one I got on the ship. Wow, okay.
Yeah. Now, if you remember, the armor had an amazing ability on it. Remember what the armor did?
Yes.
Okay. So it registers as something that's from the lion, and basically the abilities have to be unlocked, like I said, by a paladin. But if there's anything else on it, you would surmise that it has something to do with like the armor did. But that is not something you have direct control over. So in the quest, Damien used the armor, and there was an ability that came out and like saved him.
Interesting.
So the sword may have something very similar to that. Okay, so you guys are when you headed out, where'd you go?
We took couple of the wizards that knew that spell, and we went to the gnomes to try and convince them to help us in this fight.
Okay, you go to the gnomes. Let's head over to there. And Arky, you see the gnomes are all there, and they come up to you like, "Yay, Arky fit!
Great job, everyone.
What should we do? We only have 15 tanks left."
I know, but we have a plan to use them and to keep the rest of them safe. Are you all ready to fight a little bit more?
Yeah, whatever we have to do. You know, a couple people go say yeah. Everybody say no.
All right.
You should be mayor.
So, Finn, if I understand your plan, we can keep the tanks.
1,000 stars. Let's check it out right
Nice.
Oh.
Wow.
Here we go.
Nice.
Thanks.
Let's see. Who did we get it from? From D-Ski. 1,000 stars.
Thank
Awesome.
Nice.
Oh man.
Thank you.
Lowest roll gets the re-roll. Go. Okay. Remember, roll D20 around the table.
Oh.
Lowest roll.
Lowest roll.
So,
I'm using my old
so
guy
it's,
for this
it's
one.
going to be Dan.
13.
7.
Not me.
10.
What?
You use the old die?
You did not roll a 1.
He's back, everybody.
Why are they still here?
Yeah, use the old dice. Use the old dice.
get this on the camera?
Oh my god.
It's there. It's
I don't know if
confirmed.
you'll get it on camera.
Oh my
Those are like the
Oh
old
my
slippers
God.
you should throw out and you just keep them in the house.
You done screwed up.
Oh
We
my
believe it,
God.
yo.
Exactly what I was doing.
It was. I saw it. Amazing.
Who did that come from? Who did I get a reroll from?
D-Ski.
Right.
D-Ski. Okay, thank you, D-Ski. So, Dan, you got the re-roll. There's no way it wasn't going to you. Come on.
I was falsely confident when I rolled a 5. I was like, oh, I might get some. No, it's all right. Fool.
Funny.
So yeah, hopefully they can aim well because it's not a large target that they're gonna have to shoot through.
Oh, it's actually 1,000 stars is actually 2 re-rolls. So, I'll tell you what. To be fair, we'll do one more roll and go around and the lowest again. It could be Dan also, so Dan, you can roll again.
Oh, I got a 1.
I got a 20.
Did you?
One?
I got a 1.
Don't wait for Dan. Wait for
Nope,
Dan.
Sorry.
They can rival you.
20!
Okay, Damien, you got the other re-roll.
realize they're supposed to roll high now.
So you have 2 re-rolls
Thank
right
you very
now, right?
much. Thank you.
So it's, Taylor has 2 re-rolls, Daniel 1 re-roll,
Nice.
Damien you have 1 re-roll. Who has anything else left? Anybody?
I'm out.
All used? Okay, so that's it.
Used up.
Okay. Dan gets 2 rolls. Tony not 1.
No,
oh yeah,
I got one. I got one.
I just handed it out, Elite, to everybody else, to Damien. Okay, so here we go, guys. So you are talking to them, and they seem to be kind of up for it, and they just wonder what's the plan. So one of them seems to be kind of the leader. Let's name him. What's the somewhat made leader?
Ski ball.
Oh,
Ski ball.
in honor of D-Ski, we call him Ski Ball.
Ski ball.
Okay. Like, Ski Ball, you do it. Okay. What should we do? I'll lead everybody.
Well, we can keep the tanks here. The wizards will open a gate,
Uh-huh.
and we'll be able to fire on the enemy army through it. But we won't have a very large gate, if I understand. Perhaps the tanks should go in shifts or something? I don't
Yeah.
think all 15
Yeah.
can do it.
However you think is the best way to do it.
Where are we going to put them? Right outside the walls? Right now, we have them inside the city.
They don't have to go outside the walls.
No, we can keep them here.
So find like a clear area?
We just need a clear area to handle when the tanks fly back after firing.
And when I fire the cannon, I'm not going to kill everyone?
If you can aim it well, you can fire through the portal. The fire will go beyond the wall magically and attack what we want to hit.
This scares me.
It's
And
okay.
excites me. Let's do it.
Combining technology and magic. It's brilliant.
Like the rod.
Okay. Okay, so the gnomes are getting together. They get the tanks into position. Are you staying with them?
Yes.
And you? Okay, so a couple of wizards, the ones that can cast a spell, are with you, and they line them up. We'll say you're somewhere in the middle of the city doing that, so which is a very good idea. Now,
I'm with them too.
You're with them also, okay. So the spell also, is there any problem on distance?
Yeah, it's actually beneficial that the thing came closer because it's not that far.
Okay.
So, how far away is the tower right now?
So the walking tower, for anybody just joining right now, the tower is a wizard's tower that's basically has the ability to walk with like these beast-like legs, and it's coming in to attack what's called the Red City, and it's bad. Yeah, and the wizards inside of it, they're bad also. So about a couple of thousand wizards are expected to come out of it, and this is a city with knights and only a few wizards, maybe about 70-something wizards compared to the thousands that are coming out of the tower. And so Tom came up, Findelar, Locked On, the wizard here, came up with a plan to have the tanks in the safety of the city fire into a portal and then portal the cannonballs out right into the tower, which is a very interesting and pretty cool plan. Okay, so Eric is asking, how big is a tank a gnome made the size of a bed? It's actually carts. So imagine a cart that you would use to travel in Dungeons & Dragons, and that's been retrofitted into a cannon.
Cannon cart.
So yeah, they basically
cannon
closed
cart.
it in, and they put it in there, and they're using like steam technology, and they're also they've been using it for a while to use in war. Let's see. China says no. And let's see. Any other questions? Any other ideas? Looks like no. Okay, so that's being set up, and what are you doing?
I'm with them.
Okay.
I was
So you guys just finished doing your identification. I imagine you would leave after that,
Yeah.
or not. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna say Jacques was with you until now. Jacques comes up and he goes, "Hey guys, what did I miss?"
Oh, where have you been?
Around. This is my home.
Oh,
I went home.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Well,
I might have taken that.
we're under attack again, and the wizards are here in like a couple minutes.
Okay,
So
Time to fight.
Yeah.
I took a power nap, so I feel good.
All right.
Let's do it. Okay.
I'm just putting it out there. If we're going invisible and attacking, I have no problem doing that as well. Just
Eric-
to put that out there.
Eric, absolutely, there is
Invisible.
a firing backlash. It's huge.
Won't we be visible, like, if we start attacking?
Not if we use greater invisibility.
Oh.
That's why I feel like the strongest should be, we should use regular invisibility on, because greater invisibility only can be only used on one person at a time. So that's why it's tough to use.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys, like I said, so it's Jacques, the Queen, Hogar, Botorius, and Thistle. You guys head to where exactly? Where are you right now? Or where do you want to be when you think the battle's going to start?
Did we ever decide what
We're doing.
we're gonna do?
No. I'm waiting for you to tell
we're
us.
going. Yeah, but we gotta wait. We're going with our plans
right.
to put the
So-
paladins
so-
up in the sky and then shoot the other guys out of the sky so they hit the ground and then we can fight them hand to hand.
It's not just paladins, but also fighters.
Yes, correct.
Also,
So are you heading to the front lines?
Yes.
Okay. So you head to the front lines, which is basically at the gate. So everyone has an idea.
Stay with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I have it in here?
Because I have no I want one of those greater invisibilities.
Okay. So you got.
Backstabby.
Okay, so on the Twitch you won't be able to see this, but YouTube and Facebook you're actually seeing a map of the Red City. The bad guys, the Archmage's forces of wizards, are going to be attacking in from the east. So for you guys, whether you look on your phones or you look over my shoulder, you'll see that there is a keep right here in the one of the eastern gates, and that is the keep where the paladins are like massing right now. Okay, so you guys are there, and you meet Argon there, and you see he's gathered all the paladins that are left. There's others, but he has about 50 of them with him, and there's other ones around the whole thing, like we said, like trying to help out and use their abilities. Okay, so you guys are there. Argon's there. He sees you. He goes, "My queen. It appears they're already flying in." And you look in the distance, you see their wizards coming in, and they're in packs of threes. And there's actually 4 packs of threes coming in, and they're coming in from probably about a mile apart. I'm not sure what they're up to. So now what you're going to do is you're going to tell me your overall plan for this first round to do it, and we're going to go tit for tat, because this is actually, while right now it's only 12 guys coming in, it's going to could turn pretty big. So tell me what your strategy's going to do, and what anybody's going to do on that first round. Okay? Let's do it.
all right, let's turn 50 paladins invisible.
Okay.
Other mages who are not doing that will be using things like Dispel Magic to dispel any magic that's within happening up there that we can't see. And
Okay,
also
so
stop them from flying. We're also going to cast Fly on those paladins, make them airborne so that they can fight whoever's coming towards us.
Okay, and just I'm only going to do what you're saying right now.
Okay. Do our scouts see, being that they have true seeing, do they see more than just those 3 groups?
You know the information I told you.
Okay.
So you're casting. You have wizards ready to cast the spell magic, and you're casting fly on the paladins. And what was the other thing? Invisibility.
Invisibility.
And that's it.
Let's do greater invisibility since there's a smaller group. This way they can stay invisible. And anyone casting dispel magic on the flying ones will also cast hold person to bring them down, so they can't recast fly.
Okay. Okay, that's the first round. Anybody else doing anything in that first round?
As soon as we're ready to attack, we're gonna attack.
Okay.
So
right now you guys are standing there watching these 3 groups come in. Do you take any action? That's what I need to know. Any action?
I'd make sure all the tanks are loaded up and ready to go.
Okay.
I stand ready, waiting for
Yeah.
them.
Okay. So you guys are aware, obviously in a different place, but you know that this is coming in. You can even see them in the distance coming in. You're just holding off. Doing else?
I'm waiting for an invisibility or something to
Yeah,
get.
if you guys want to become invisible as well, to
Yeah,
fight
invisibility, a
within the
flight,
ranks.
whatever we got.
Okay.
I tell the wizards, as soon as Sarky gives me the signal that the tanks are ready, I tell the wizards to open the gates.
All right.
Open.
Okay. And you don't have
the
to.
gates.
Do you have to be there to open it up on the other side?
No.
So you're just gonna mark it.
Yeah.
Are you doing by footage?
You have to be able to see where you're going, where you're going to do. You have to be able to see where you want to open the other side up. So if we see the tower, we can open it up there.
Okay, which you can. So it'll be actually a little bit higher in the tower then. It's not gonna be at the base.
Yeah. So I don't know where we are.
Right now you're in the safety of the city, like in the middle of the city somewhere.
Okay. Okay.
So they're just going to be opening up in the air. These gates.
They do open up in the air. They open up perpendicular to the spot that you pick. So you pick a spot, and then it opens up so it's perpendicular. Like you would walk out of it is the idea, right? It doesn't come up out of the ground. It comes up like next to the ground.
Like a door.
Level.
The door.
Level with.
But if,
Yeah,
if
it's
the
a 10-foot
tower's
circle.
moving, how is
So-
it going to be guaranteed hit?
That's a good. That is.
They're
a
just
good-
barraging it, and just
Yeah, it's,
hope for the best.
Yep.
Okay.
It's a big tower.
you're aiming.
Walking toward it.
I mean,
Okay, so-
you can still
It's a
aim
big
through the
target.
hole.
So
The
if
legs
this-
are huge.
If this is the
so-
tower,
in
it's
front of
probably
it.
going to be like somewhere in the middle, because you're far off down in the city.
Can I see it enough so that I can angle? I'm picking a point. It opens up perpendicular. To
You
the
could
door.
back them off. Now that you said it, yes, you could back them off so that it's coming down into the portal and going downward.
I want to aim the fire at the legs.
Okay, so we'll do rolls, and I'll give you a chance to hit the legs
Yeah.
to see if there's any because you think there might be some advantage.
No.
Okay, so those wizards start that up. Your wizards start turning everybody invisible. The paladins go invisible, and they cast fly. Okay, you have enough to basically do the 3 different sections you're doing, and that's pretty much they're all maxed out. Okay, so the paladins, you hear a lot of whoa, this is weird. And they start going up. You feel the wind of them rising up, and that's about it. The wizards are still flying in, and the portals open up. It looks like the portal from Marvel Endgame when they open the portals up, and you can see that you see the towers on the other side, and all the gnomes are on top of the tank. They're like, now,
Fire!
they get in. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to roll D6s around here. There are 15 tanks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and I'll do the 15th. So all of you get 2 rolls. What you're going to do is if anyone gets a 6, we'll go around real quick in order. That's a hit on the legs. If you get a 5, we'll say a 4 or 5, it's a hit on the tower. 1, 2, 3, it's repelled or it's done away. I'm going to see how many hits you get. I'm going to clock it right over here. And let's do it. Taylor, you're up first. It's a miss. Go ahead. Keep rolling. Roll your second one.
Do re-roll.
Oh, okay.
2.
Oh, no. So no hits yet. Go ahead.
5.
1 hit
6.
and a
Are
critical.
we getting a +1?
A critical on the
The
legs.
shares or no?
You do
With
get
an attack?
you do get a +1. Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll give you guys an extra chance in the end to benefit it. Go ahead.
5.
Nice.
That's a hit.
5.
That's another hit.
3. 5.
Right.
Another hit. You got 4 hits and 1 critical.
4. 4.
2 hits. Very nice. Vin, you're up.
3
Miss.
and 5.
And 5. 1 hit.
No.
Nothing. That's it.
You
So I got to do 15. It is a miss. And I'll give Taylor this side of the table. I'll take one more shot. Go ahead. Oh, everybody roll one more time. This is for your plus.
5.
1 hit.
5.
Hit.
3.
And that's it.
All right.
Okay, so a lot of attacks and 9 hits on the tower, exploding through it, and 1 hits the legs on the ground. When it does, let's see how much you notice. You see the reaction of the tower.
Oh, we get the light work.
You actually see it looks like swatting like a wasp nest. You do it. You see like wizards could fall out of the tower and catch a spell. Well, they don't fall to the ground though because they fly. They fly up, like that. So it literally looks like wasps, perhaps. So that is your first round, which seems pretty successful. The wizards are flying in and getting closer. The next round, you think they'll be engaged with the fighters and the paladins flying in the sky. On that second round, do you want to do anything?
Are they archers in the town?
So there are archers all over the. We didn't take over that because the Parthenax set it up. But there's cannon towers in every single tower. There's cannon towers in the keeps, and there's archers layered all over the place.
I imagine when they were within. Well, we don't want to do that.
They're not that close yet. Yeah. They're not that close. Okay, so anyone, raise your hand if you're going to do something this round that is not just wait for the paladins to engage or the cannons fire.
Well, I would like to be invisible and flied.
Yes, you would have done the first round then.
Okay, so then I'm gonna.
So you're up there.
I'm going
And
up.
Did you go up 2 or no? Okay.
I thought she was with.
She's
I'm
with
with
us.
them.
She's with them.
Oh, I'm
the
sorry. I
bar
was getting
key and,
confused. So
Finn.
you were chilling out. Okay. So
All right.
let's go to it. You guys, they go up in the air, and now we're gonna do the second round of the battling. This is 2 each.
More cannons?
Yes.
Is it cannons?
Everybody roll d6 at the same time. Speed it up.
2.
5 and a 1.
2.
1 hit. 2 misses. You rolled. That's your third
One.
roll.
No. What?
That's your third roll.
Is it? Oh,
Yeah.
well, it would have
1
failed
hit.
anyways.
5.
1 hit.
Nothing.
Nothing.
2 misses.
2 misses.
3. 6.
3 and a
Nice.
6. Hey, you got a critical on the legs. Nice.
2 and a 1.
1
Wow. 1?
1 hit.
Oh, 1 hit. Okay. And the one from me, a miss. And you guys can get a free roll this time. This is because of the fans.
4.
3.
And one more hit.
Jeez.
12 hits and 2 critical. So you hit the leg again. With fly. And
Oh my
that is
God.
that. Let's see. Okay, so that's the second round. They're doing damage to it. We're now going to roll this reaction. I'm going to roll d20. If I roll a 1 through 5, they react actively to the problem of what's happening with the cannons right now. If not, it continues. 4.
Really?
Wow.
Now I'm going to roll d20 again, and the higher I roll, the stronger the reaction to it is.
Oh.
11. Okay, so you see some wizards start coming out and flying, and you see them in the picture flying right towards the portals.
Oh, no.
That's the end, and that's how that round ends. Okay? So now this is going to be the third round of engagement here. So are you doing anything differently, or are you just waiting? Is anybody doing anything that is not the paladins in the sky, or you'll be attacking this round? Okay.
So this is why we have
Yeah, I
more
think
than
I
one
want to get
wizard.
attacked too.
Close that portal. Open up the portal.
They're coming through pretty much all. Okay, maybe not all of them. Okay, so you close the portal down, and then open another one.
Another one just in a different direction, aiming at the
Okay,
legs.
Okay, can it be like this, or are you able to just go down?
I can go up as long as I can see where I'm gonna open it. So the fire looks like it's coming from like a point in the sky, down on the legs.
Oh, okay.
That's where they're flying towards now.
Okay, so you're basically just trying to take them down and do it faster than they can get there. Take one down, put it up. take it
I
down,
want
put it up.
them to go to that point because now we're going to be firing from somewhere else.
Right. I got you. Okay, good idea. So that should keep them at bay.
The incoming wizards how close are they at this point? That are like,
Incoming wizards.
yeah, like
they're
The 4 sets of 3 or whatever it was.
yeah.
they're pretty much almost above the city. but they're high above.
Okay. But I can fly, right? So I'm gonna fly up there and right. I
Yeah,
fly
if
now?
they put a flight on you and you want to
Okay,
fly,
and
yeah.
invisibility. All right. So
Yeah,
yeah,
you
I'm gonna fly up and get ready to attack those guys.
Yes, in the front lines, you had access to all the same spells. They would have done it to you, so you're
Okay.
up there. Okay, so you're up in the sky. You're up in the sky, and let's do your attacks.
Ogre too, right?
Oh yeah, I'll fly up too. When I'm looking at the wizards, do they like the groups? Do they look like the same people? Like is it? Do I think it looks like the same wizard 3 times? Is what I'm getting at.
Okay, so you're trying to say that you think the wizards something looks weird. So you go up to them.
Are they like flying like perfect formation? Does it look like? Does something look like that? Or
Like a mirror.
Roll a wisdom check.
no, not even close.
You're not sure.
Okay.
Okay, so you go to swing at them, and you go to swing at them.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
paladins do as well, and I'm just going to do a roll in groups. Paladins go up there, and you don't see anything. So, you don't know what happens.
Do you see any of them
Oh,
drop
do we
out of the
see-
sky?
yeah,
Oh
Yeah,
my
do you see
God.
No wizards drop out of the sky.
A 24 and a 18 and a 32.
Okay, hold up right there. You attack again.
Yeah. All right.
31.
Cool. That is 17. Does that hit?
You can make your other attack first.
Now 1.
A 1.
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay, so you're swinging to the air. You're swinging. You guys, you swing, and swing, and something seems weird, and all of a sudden, all the wizards go disappear.
Oh no.
Argon's like,
Illusion?
yes. They were testing us. I suppose they wanted to see what we were doing.
Good thing they didn't see us.
I say fall back.
So tell them to fall back. Okay, so you yell out loud. The wizards start calling out to people. They start calling it out, and in about the next round, you see the paladins are landing down. Paladins land down on the ground. There's no activity from the wizards. The only activity now is the cannons are still firing because obviously the tower is right there, and you guys are firing. Let's do that round again.
You're gonna do what you said you were gonna do, bro?
Yeah, you
Roll
have to-
your
you have to do
2d6s?
it first, and
Let's
I
do
can
that.
mimic you.
Oh,
Two
okay.
misses.
I misunderstood. I
Two
can't do
misses.
2
Oh, you
misses.
can't do
Wow.
that, okay.
that.
3.
Okay.
1.
2 misses.
2 misses.
Unbelievable.
This is rough.
8 misses in a
Brooke?
row.
4.
Roll
And
2. Good.
6.
Yeah,
Nice,
we needed
very
that.
Nice.
There you
very
go.
nice.
5 and a 2.
Nice.
6
Yes.
and 2.
6 and
Nice.
2.
2 crits.
Okay, 2 critical hits down at the legs. You see the whole tower is looking pretty bad. Roll a d20 for me. If you roll a 1 through 5, the whole tower, one of the legs just kneels down on the ground. 8. Okay, it rocks around, and you see the wizards like jumping out and falling out, and then getting back in. It's like a French farce a little bit. And you see that this tower is continuing now again to walk forward and at a much faster rate. What do you want to do, guys? There are no wizards in the sky. The tower is walking forward, and you're not sure what's going on.
Do we see the wizards flying towards the portals? Being that I'm in the sky?
Do you see wizards? You don't see any wizards in the air.
Even over by the tower?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's what, yeah.
The ones by the tower,
The
yes.
ones by the tower.
Yes, there's around the tower, wizards are still coming out and trying to go to the portals, and because of Tom's direction, they've been closing them, opening them, closing them, opening them, and just keeping them
And how
out.
far is that approximately?
The tower is probably about, we're going to put it at 10 miles away.
10 miles. Wow.
That's far.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking it, but...
Far.
I was thinking it, but no.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's.
I go back to the queen.
Okay.
Yeah, I go back as well. I'm getting ready for whatever the hell's coming
Yeah.
because something's
What do
coming.
we do next?
Can we?
What are your orders?
Argon's walking around to the trying to find the paladins. I can't see anyone here. Call out your name.
Algon, come to me. I come over. I touch him and I cast the invisibility.
Oh. Wow. Okay, I can see everyone now. He walks over. And he starts talking to... He looks like he's talking to nobody.
I
Which
cast
is
the
what he does
invisibility
anyway.
on myself as well.
Okay.
Do I see anyone in the sky?
You see the paladins, that's about it.
Okay.
You don't see any wizards or anything. Roleplay, guys.
So, did we... What's going on with the cannons? Anybody have any idea what's going on with that? Or do we see like...
You hear the cannons firing, and you see them barraging the tower. Yeah.
Okay. Maybe we should give the cannons some more cover. I mean, if they keep attacking the portals, maybe we can send something else through the portals besides just the cannons. What about spells? Can we send spells through the portals?
I would imagine.
Possibly. I would assume yes.
Abyssia, what about, can you shoot a fire arrow?
She's not there.
Oh.
It's a good idea.
Who are you talking to?
I thought she was an invisible person with us.
That's my mom. My mother.
Oh, hi.
She always comes and makes sure. I'm kidding.
But
It's not my mother.
that's a great idea, actually.
How old is his mom?
That's a very nice woman, actually, that always comes to give us bread before a battle. Thank you,
Can we?
Karen.
Thank you.
Karen. No, it can't be Karen.
Rebecca.
Karen is the lady that works in the invitations department. In,
yeah.
Scott Walton just asked me that the other day. It's
Barbara.
I charmed her.
Becca.
Barbara.
Rebecca.
Oh, Rebecca.
Well, Becca. We can split
Becca.
the difference.
Barbara.
Is there?
Becca, thank you very much for your bread.
Is there any way that we could fire some oil through the portals onto the legs, and then Abyssia can fire an arrow at the oiled up legs?
Wow, you're taking a page from me. Well done, my brother.
Not like massage oil.
Giant oiled up legs. Giant oiled up legs.
Queen?
Brontosaurus legs of oil.
It's worth a shot.
Things
if you
I
want
didn't
to
think I
go
was
and
gonna be talking about
be the
today.
messenger, go ahead. I cast a spell magic on you, so you're now invisible.
Okay.
I run down to the cannons.
Okay, you run to the cannons.
Could just fly.
Hey, Hogar. Oh, no, I can't see it.
Right when
He's invisible.
right when you arrive at the cannons, you see right behind Tom. You see a white portal open up, and you see wizards come out. And the first one out is a wizard that is obviously beyond 30th level, and he sits there and he goes, and everything moves in absolute slow motion, and just like this, and he starts walking around, unchecked. You're not there yet. You're running there still. You see, he just walks up and he goes, and he blows all of the tanks up with lightning bolts. And he basically just stands there, looks around, and goes. You see him. He gets absorbed back to the portal, and then goes up into the tower. And you see the tower Parthenax is where a blinding light flashes, and you don't know what happens up there at this point. But all of a sudden, you can move again. Roleplay.
Wow.
I run over. Is anybody alive in these tanks?
Yeah.
It's all thrown apart. Everybody roll a d6. Every time you roll a... Really, it's got to be a 6. So every time you roll a 6, 3 gnomes survive. Roll a 6. We're going to go around once for each tank. And so we keep track of how many gnomes lived.
6.
3
Yes.
gnomes.
4. 2.
4.
Jeez.
5.
6.
Okay.
Nice.
2 sets of gnomes. Go ahead. Roll. Let's roll in the book next time.
3.
5. 2.
6.
Nice.
6.
Nice.
All right.
No.
Saving gnomes. Saving gnomes. And
Saving
one more.
gnomes and
Take
taking
it.
names.
That is it.
That's it.
3, 6, 9.
5.
No, that's it.
Oh.
That's it. 3, 6, 9, 12 gnomes come out. Like
12 gnomes.
12 gnomes survive, and they're all like messed up and everything else. All the tanks are destroyed.
Oh, man.
What are you guys doing? I'm going to count it in 6 seconds because we are still in rounds. What do you want to do?
I'm running over to Finn and Abyssia.
So you are very far away,
Oh.
unfortunately.
So
So
I'm still running then.
Yeah,
Can I fly? Did I still fly on me, huh?
oh, you're flying. Yeah, you'll get there much
I'll
faster.
fly.
So I'll put you there in like 2 rounds. 2 rounds more.
I saw that guy went up to Onyx's tower, or
Not Onyx's Tower, Parthenax,
Parthenax.
where all the battle commands are coming out of.
all right.
Yeah, and obviously
Is that where the queen is?
no, the queen's in the front lines.
Oh, that's right.
But Parthenax is the general organizing all the troops.
Yeah.
Well, let's go to I don't know, to the front and try and meet up with the rest.
I don't know. How are the wizards that were cast in the portal? Are they still alive?
He didn't target any of the wizards. He didn't care at all.
Yeah, he was just trying to. Yeah. I mean, I didn't think they would last, but I didn't think that they would all die. Sorry. All right.
Just to be accurate and avoid metagaming here, the queen actually cast Dispel Magic on me, so I couldn't fly. Sorry about that. I'm running.
Oh, okay.
How
Okay.
can I dimension door up to the tower? Is it How far away from?
It's more than a distance. Yeah.
All right.
The city's huge.
Yeah. No. I tell the wizards to go see if anyone's still up in Parthenex's tower.
They start making their way there.
Then, you're right.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Gnomes, take cover.
Yeah. Find wherever the women and children are and go there.
They start. They're all hurt, and they just make their way out of there. So 3, 6, 9, 12. Could you write down somewhere that 12 gnomes of those tanks survived?
Of the tank order.
So there's still more gnomes that weren't in all the tanks because you had far fewer tanks than gnomes. So, yeah. Okay, so you guys are making your way to the middle keep. You guys up front, you see a guard comes up and he goes, "My king and queen." He goes, "The tanks were wiped out. One of the archmages and wizards came through and destroyed everything. They teleported we believe, up to the central keep."
To the central keep. Where Parthenax is.
Yes.
We should go there. Someone should go there. Send a force to make sure that Parthenax is still alright.
We have wizards there, but we're not sure what happened. He seemed we'll turn around and say signal somebody else, and they make their way over, and he starts running away too. Okay, so you guys making your way downtown.
Never fails.
And what are the rest of you doing? Is anybody else doing something different?
I'm just legitimately waiting for
orders from the queen and king.
Okay, so roleplay that. front lines, roleplay.
Your Highness.
What are we doing?
Do now.
Well, we have to prepare for the incoming attack from the wizards themselves. They know about our...
But if they take out the central command, I mean, how are we going to get our orders relayed to everywhere?
That's why I sent the wizards. And the scouts as well. We still have the scouts. They can still tell us what's happening. We need to have we need to make sure that the skies are uninhabitable. We have to make sure that they have no other option than to come at us from the ground.
Where's the rod?
Do I know where the rod is?
Do you know where the rod is? No, you don't know where it is right now.
Okay.
It wasn't up there with him, was it?
You could Onyx is with you, so you imagine Onyx would know.
Onyx? Is it safe?
Is it secret? Is it safe? He turns to you and goes, the rod, I believe, was in the central vault. I locked it up right before the battle. If that wizard is powerful enough, there's a chance he can get in there. But we do have some of our best wizards guarding it.
As of right now, it should be safe.
Sound like a...
If you would feel more comfortable guarding the rod yourself.
It's not about that. It's about him not getting his hands on it and leaving with it.
Okay, next, so you guys, so you guys are now running over to the city, trying to get there as fast as you can. You're running. By the time that you get to the, we're gonna fast forward this because now you guys, I just need to know this: are you guys staying put or are you moving? 6 seconds.
We should move to defend the city even further. So.
What does that mean?
It means that
you have a front line of troops, of paladins, and such. What are they doing, or are you doing?
All right.
Are we outside the gates, or are we inside the gates?
You're in the you're like right there on the outside of the keep at the eastern wall.
Okay. And how far out is the tower still?
It's coming in, but now maybe 9 miles away.
Okay. Let's leave the paladins where they are. We definitely have defenses on the inside of the tower, though, right?
There's cannons on the towers. The inside of the tower? Do you mean the center keep?
Inside the city.
Every single tower has cannons in it, and is all filled with archers up there, ready to go.
Okay. So let's have the wizards start being put in position to make the flying, the air.
How much of that tower has Two Mage seen?
Two Mage?
I don't know if he's with. Is he with?
Two Mages with you.
Why do you keep asking him questions?
Actually, I don't know if he's there. I don't know if he's there. That's why I'm asking her.
You actually say that, and Two Mages looking back constantly at the central keep, and he looks back at you. He ignores your question just because he seems preoccupied. And he says, "My queen, I feel like I should go."
Do what you must then.
And there goes that idea.
Okay, so you guys, You ask your question again, in case someone else in the area knows it.
How much of the inside of that tower has Two Mage seen?
Quite a bit, actually.
He's been inside. He's seen probably a bit of it.
Maybe we should bring the fight to them. What if we put the paladins inside?
Oh.
And we just root them out from the inside?
Quote unquote ballsy? Very ballsy move, but we could go for it.
I mean, we're standing here defenseless at this point. I mean, we don't even know what they're doing. I mean, if they're up there, if he's up there, why aren't we in there?
Okay, we're gonna put a pin in that for a second. So you guys, you rush into the city. You pass the guards, and you see the guards are all like moving.
Do they see me?
No, you're running to where they were, and they're running into the center keep. You're all moving across the map the same direction.
You're doing this.
Right. Yeah, you're half a city away. I mean, as you're running in, you see the guards in the area are like, as they're standing there, you see they're all looking up, trying to figure out what's going on. They're still out of your earshot right now, and they're like looking in, and you see all of a sudden they turn around and they're running in. Okay, and you don't know what's going on. The few of you get in there. Raise your hand who's there, just so I don't lose track.
Where?
Where?
In the central keep, the main keep. 1, 2, 3.
Like,
No, we're with her.
yeah. Okay.
You were on the outer walls.
Yeah, I'm on the front lines. Right. I got you.
Okay, so you guys get in. You're heading up all the way to the top, where Parthenax is, or somewhere else.
Yeah, if that's where people are, well, I know where the rod is, right?
Yes.
I go to the rod.
Okay,
I
so
follow.
you actually go down.
I follow him.
You go down.
Follow.
You go down. And you're not there. Okay, so
Nope.
okay. Jacques is not in one of the parties with you. We're gonna say he's actually somewhere on the front lines. Okay. You guys head down, and you get down to where you see is the vault. Now, to make this fair, I have 3 things. I'm going to let you in a little bit. I have 3 things that this wizard is doing. Okay?
Oh my gosh.
But I'm not going to say he's doing any one of them particularly. We're going to
He's
see.
doing all 3 of them?
We're going to leave it up to a roll.
Oh.
Well, he's got 3. He's got 3 goals. It's
So-
which one is he doing?
Right. So to be fair, to leave it up, because that's the glory of what Ori Dungeon is, I'm going to make it that it's completely fair on all sides. So whatever happens, happens. 1 or 2, it's this thing that you don't know about. 3 or
Option
4,
1, 2,
it's
or
this
3.
other thing that you don't know about. But 5 or 6 is the rod.
This is the rod.
Right. Tom,
Oh man.
you may roll that die.
2.
It's this thing that you don't know.
Thing number 1.
Thing number 1. Okay, so you arrive there. It takes you a couple minutes to get down there, and you're at the vault, and you're looking around trying to see if he's inside or not, but it looks like nothing has happened. Okay. Unless he transported inside, but you would imagine that's not possible, because that would defeat the purpose of what it is.
Right. All right.
Everybody's with the role play real quick.
Okay. I didn't know if this guy was going for our item, so I came down to see if that's the case. It's not, which is good. I don't know.
Is it safer
So
just
should we take
leaving it
it?
here?
Yeah, I mean, yes.
I
Unless we're gonna take it and run, which I don't think we're at that point yet. It's safer to leave it here. Frankly, if he was there and he was taking it, I don't know what the heck we were gonna do, because
Not
that
much.
guy looked like he could wipe the floor with us. But at least we would know where it is. Let's go up and see if anyone is alive.
All right.
Evan sent in 10 stars. Thanks, Evan.
All right, Evan.
Can you
thank you, Evan.
Yeah.
get us? Thanks, Evan. Can you get us up quicker with your
Eric?
stuff?
Eric,
Yeah, maybe. How?
Eric in stream is saying, how is this heavy big of a tower not sinking into the ground? Make the ground sand. It'll sink like a horse on sand instead of a camel on sand. So it's actually walking on the barrens now. It's already gotten out of the sand areas, and it's walking in like the complete dry. There is some sand near the keep, but not that much. It does make a big imprint in the sand, but the tower is gigantic. So having it sink down a little bit is not really stopping it, or does it appear to be stopping at least. So Jackie says, can you cast a Rampage or Berserker Charm on the Rook and unleash him on the tower? That's funny. That's funny. Okay, so now what are you going to do?
Okay, grab onto me.
Okay.
We're right by the keep now,
We're-
by
we're-
Parthenex's
We're at the
tower?
bottom of that tower.
Yeah.
How high up would it be to like get into one of their?
Are you in your suit right now?
Yes.
Did you say that?
Yeah, when we got back from the not did I say it? It was off camera.
I feel like he's been in this.
Yeah.
I got back. I told the guy to watch my suit because we were going
when he
to
got
steal
back-
the. We were going to sabotage
actually-
the tanks.
No, I actually do feel like he did say at one
He
point
really did.
that he got the suit. I'm not kidding. I mean, we could replay this later.
Remember, I told the guy to watch my suit,
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember
and then
all
I got
that.
freed from being
I
held
thought-
captive by the
Yeah,
rook.
he got back.
Then
in
I'm back, and we were planning for the battle. And obviously, I got into my suit.
Yeah, I,
Okay.
I really do feel like there was a suit mentioned. I'm not like messing around. I do
Okay.
feel like there was
I
a suit
think
mentioned.
Okay.
I think we had time to prepare for
We
battle.
prepared for battle.
He
Okay.
probably would have put it on.
I'm gonna keep that idea right there because if you forget the suit again, I may go back to that idea. But I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. Okay, you're in the suit. So what are you doing?
How high up is the tower to like fly? to fly to
You
like.
can see I'm over me. Just like I got away with it.
I didn't get away with it. I don't feel that way anyway.
That's right. You didn't get away with it. So you want to fly up? It's about 200 feet.
200 feet. All right. So I'm going to see what's. It didn't really work last time. I'm going to try and get combination of my steam jump from the suit and if there's any if that levitation power has somehow recovered a little bit since Dragano.
You don't think it has, and you can tell. But you can go for it and try to get up there. At least get halfway up at a point.
Yeah.
Is Tom on your back? Someone on your back, or just you?
This year, well, I say grab on and
Okay.
do that.
Grab on.
Okay,
You grab on. Go ahead.
All right. Jump up.
Give me an acrobatics check.
17.
17. Okay, so you jump up. You're not able to get to the high, which is kind of why you did an acrobatics check, and you jump on one of the smaller ledges.
Okay. As we're in the air, I cast spider climb on him. So in case he lands badly, like literally this is as in the air. I just want to make sure in case he shorts it,
Okay, I'm not
that
gonna.
he can grab it onto the tower.
Okay, I'm not gonna say anything about that. So you cast. He casts a spell. You land on. You do not land on top. You land shorter, but you land on a platform somewhere that you can just jump up again. Okay. Make 2 more rolls, and you can probably get up there.
21.
Good. Excellent.
Natural 20.
Okay, so
Nice.
you land up, and then you look in,
Yeah.
you judge it out, and you bash into through the main wall room like, and almost killing them because all the bashing in, but you're fine.
Great.
You go
And
in
you're
there, and you find it is all dead people on the floor, and amongst them over the table is Parthenax. Parthenax is laid over the ground, and you see like he's all pale, and kind of just like very odd looking. You don't necessarily see the wounds. Everyone else looks like they've been charred to like bone.
No wounds.
Not in Parthenax now.
We go Parthenax. Parthenax. What happened to him, Finn?
I don't know. I looked away. Do we have any idea what happened to him?
It looks like the life has just been taken from him.
Oh my god, jeez. Does he look undead? Or does he just look dead?
Just dead.
Okay.
Raymond, what's up? Raymond Dela Cruz. He asked what edition you guys are playing. We're actually doing a homebrew version of 5th edition. So welcome to the stream and enjoy the show.
Yeah.
This is
Me no likey.
okay. I look around this room to see if there's any kind of signal flags or like things like that they were using to communicate to the outside world.
The flags, there are up top, and there are some in the room. But any runners, knights, and wizards have all been killed in the room. To mention, the doors up and the doors down are just wide open.
I don't know.
You've arrived at the same time they arrived here. You arrived in that where all the tanks are destroyed. You're just there looking around, and like they're all just gone. The entire little force that was there is been removed.
Is the portal still open?
Is the portal still open that he created? Oh, no.
No.
No, neither is open.
Huh? And no one's there. No one's alive. Nothing.
No. Actually, by the time you arrive there, roll a perception check. Give me a 12, and you spot Archie
No.
Fint.
I don't.
And that is it. If you want to use a reroll, you can use it right now, and
No,
you'll see them.
not for that.
Okay. So, you're looking around, you're just like, I don't know what I'm going to do right now. Which way do you continue after that?
I go back.
To the front lines?
Yeah.
Okay, so you go back to the eastern keep. Front lines, this roleplay you guys, you're just sitting out, and you see the tower is still rushing in. We're going to put the tower at 5 miles right now. What do you guys want to do?
I'm going to talk to Argon and discuss the possibility of sending out a troop of paladins.
Just do it in game.
Okay, Argon, how many paladins can you spare to send out to the tower to possibly...
We have 50 here.
Send out a group of 25 to try and take out the legs of the tower, possibly, if they feel that they can.
That's a lot of paladins.
That wasn't what I was meaning. If
What
that's
do you
what you I was meaning, like being inside, like 2 mage teleports us inside, and then we root them out,
Root them out how?
floor by floor if we have to.
And how many paladins do you suggest?
I have no idea. I've never been there. I don't know what it's like in there.
We're talking about an enormous tower right now. If they can take out the legs at least,
But they can be just stepped on. I mean, how the hell are they going to keep up with the tower? I would assume that the tower is moving faster than a person would, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
you're not wrong.
I can send the paladins in. They are ready to give their lives if they must.
No, not that way. Maybe he's right.
if we had a plan to get
What about-
inside and like take them out from the inside, then yes. But to try to swing a sword at those that's that's suicide.
What about doing something to the ground in front of it? You know,
Can
That's a good
an
idea.
earthquake, a sinkhole, something big that would stop it.
In stream, some ideas were coming in. They were saying to put a portal underneath.
Right.
Somebody was saying to make it sink.
If we could do that, then yes.
we have-
And I was
would say-
irresistible.
That
dam.
won't work
Yeah,
on
oh
it.
yeah,
Um,
we checked that won't work.
Yeah. It's good. It was a good idea.
The irresistible dance won't work.
Oh, okay.
Because it needs to be. It's
Other-
a charm spell.
Are the
Right.
legs flesh? Are they? What are the legs made
beast
out of?
legs.
yeah,
Are they?
beast.
They are flesh and they are beasts.
They're made out of beast.
So what about
beast.
what about some sort of like a
Roast beef.
Beast.
Roast beast.
Roast beast.
I don't know if my guy would even know what this is. That's why I'm trying like.
Jan
Yeah,
says,
yeah.
yes, go bold, strike at the heart. Jackie says, have a paladin unlock the ability of the sword for Hogar. The paladin a paladin could use the sword
Yeah, I think it's more.
because the sword is extremely powerful. But so
What about like
Yeah. I'm not there.
Yeah,
I'm not there with you either. I know your wavelength is.
Yeah, I don't know if my character would know it or not.
Well, what's the effect that you want to take?
If you made it like all stone, so it can't move.
The leg?
Yeah.
okay, I'm gonna.
Interesting idea.
It's now 4 miles from
Okay.
the city,
Like freezing the legs.
and I'm gonna give you guys. I'll put it down to a minute,
Somehow.
minute per mile.
I use that. I say
So you're using it
I
for
have
valuable
some
time.
of my my wizards go and attempt to stone. Make the leg turn the leg into stone or freeze the leg in
But
some way.
wait. If you can do something like that, what can you do with it? What can you change it to rock? Can you change it to mush?
Right. What if?
There is this one called. Let me double check something real quick.
Spaghetti legs.
Yeah. I don't know what spaghetti is, but
Spaghetti.
sure.
Spaghetti's in the quest.
Yeah, yes it is.
So you can. There
It
is-
would be.
There
How
is
could it
flesh
not
to
be?
stone.
It is.
Yeah,
this
that's what I was
con.
thinking.
And then
It would be.
once something's stone, you might then be able to. I guess
Turn
I'm just.
to
I guess
mud.
I'm just one of the wizards around. Then once it's stone, you might be able to transform it again into mud or something that would disintegrate it.
Yes.
We'd have to get close.
I mean, all you
Very
gotta really
close.
do is just one leg. You do one leg like that,
Right.
stone, mud, and then.
Yes.
We would
It's-
at least have to stop.
At
might
least-
not,
correct.
It might not fall immediately, but
I have
Oh,
to-
I can't really
like,
balance.
stop.
It's
Right.
it's a 60 feet range. We'd have to be right there.
It's tough because it's a very, very large beast. And so we're casting the spell on it, effect is the same, even though you're a small creature casting the spell, and it's made for. It says target creature.
Yeah.
It doesn't, I don't know if it says humanoid. Creature restrained. You attempt to one creature to see range to stone.
And it's got a Constitution save.
Okay, so I'm gonna balance it appropriately as I think it would affect it. Okay, so are you sending them? Taylor?
Yeah.
How many? Just give me a number. You don't have all the wizards with you, so you have about half.
Okay.
I don't think we need that many. I mean, just in and out. Like,
Just give me a number.
15.
Okay, 15 wizards. Okay, they fly off. Going back to the tower, you guys are looking around. You actually hear battling, and you think it's from above.
Think it's for love?
above.
You think it's for love?
Secretly. Fighting for love.
I don't want to battle you.
I love you.
I don't love Sorsha. She kicked me in the face.
It's like the most 8-year-old response. He does that. She kicked me in the face. I don't love her.
Oh God.
I hate her.
I hate her.
We hear battle. Is there somewhere in the tower we can see up, like a balcony or some outer area?
You can walk
that's
up
not
right to it through
covered?
steps.
The stairs.
Yeah.
Stairs.
That lead there.
Oh, okay.
Directly,
I walk
yeah.
up to the top
Arky.
of the tower.
Where
Okay.
do these stairs go?
The top of the tower. Let's go.
You guys go up there and you see two mage and this wizard battling.
Oh, jeez.
man.
And it's vicious. You see two mages like night crawling his way around the area, and it's a pretty large top. And you see a lightning bolt fires. At the last second, you see it slow down, and you see two mages put his arms up to slow it down, and then teleports behind him. And you see him like go like this, and a spear comes out, and the other guy turns around and like disintegrates the spear, and it's just attack and counterattack of magical spells, and they're just going back and forth in circles.
Awesome.
So what you're gonna do right now, and I love Two Mage. He's been in the quest.
Oh, no.
He's been in the quest for in real life IRL for
It's like 20 odd years.
20 something years. So we're gonna just take a roll to see what happens right now.
No way.
I'm gonna put it up to you guys.
All right.
But
Everyone send good vibes to this roll, okay? If Two Mage dies.
so Evan gave the Queen's Curse, which is a -2 off D20 rolls. I'm now gonna affect it as a -1, which is pretty huge, which is 20%. As a -1 to the wizard. And let's do it. So we're gonna do 3 rounds. Everybody rolls once, and that's basically not a kill, it's a defeat. And then we'll see what happens after that. Will it kill somebody or not? Here we go. Make a roll versus me. See who wins. No, one at a time.
500 stars from Evan.
Evan just gave 500 stars. Thank you, Evan.
Right, thank you,
Thank
Evan.
you, Evan.
man.
Reroll for who?
Oh,
For me? I'm rolling for the bad guys.
For Two Mage, though.
He's trying to give it to me. So, so I'm gonna give it. Evan, I'm gonna give it to them because they're. I'm not rolling for Two Mage. I'm rolling for the bad guys. So I'm gonna give it to.
Thank you, Evan.
I'll tell you what. Whoever wants to call for it first gets it. It's up for grabs. You can use it any time during this whole thing. You just rolled a 1. I rolled a 1, which actually means I lose because I have a -1.
Negative.
5.
Yeah. So
5.
keep track of the wins and losses if you don't mind. 2.
Yes.
So a win for you guys. Win for the good guys.
5.
I have a 2. Win for you guys.
2.
4. Win for me.
2.
6. Win for me.
4.
4 even. Split. Nothing happens.
You got a minus.
No, I rolled a 5 and I got a 4.
Okay. 2.
2. Nothing happens. Brooke. I mean Taylor. I got a 6. I got a 5. I win.
4.
Time.
2.
4-2. The 4-3.
4-3.
Our favor.
Our favor.
So it's the first one in the battle. That's at the end. He won them.
Oh,
okay.
So Two Mage wins the first battle. They go back and forth, and he turns around and he just fires like fireball, like pretty much like on him, and then teleports out of the range. And you see him, he's blown to the sky, and he starts again slowing things down, and then goes after him. And Two Mage is moving slowly, and you see the wizard's like running very fast, and he pulls out his arm turns like a giant blade, like T2, and he goes over to attack him. And now we're gonna do the roll again. Go for it. Let's go fast.
6.
You got the wins.
2.
Lost. You guys win.
2.
You guys win. No, I'm
One.
sorry. I won that.
I won
I'm
it.
sorry.
Yeah, I rolled a 2.
I won that. 1 and 1.
1.
I win.
1.
I win.
Oh.
Do the reroll.
Yeah, there you go.
Go for it. You don't want to do it.
6.
Oh, wow! 'Cause I rolled a 6.
Oh.
Wow! You stole that. I was like, that was a. You didn't know that was a bad reroll
Nice.
time.
Big.
So that's 2-2,
Well,
right?
Yeah.
I took the chance.
5.
You win.
6.
You win.
Yes.
All right. 4.
You win.
That's it.
Is that it?
Round 2.
Yeah, we already
goes
yeah,
to
we
two
already-
mage.
the odds are
Four
over.
wins. Yeah, four
Yeah.
wins. Wins it.
Yeah, we
Okay.
already won.
Okay. So Two Mage is fighting back. He comes in with the blade and tries to get him. Two Mage teleports behind him and it kind of pulls in like a spear in his hand. Looks like it's made of like a bone and like impales him in the side. You see the wizard gets caught, and we do the last round to see if
Does he
there's
get
a
a
retaliation.
disadvantage because he's been? Does he get a disadvantage because he's been?
No, I'm not
Twice.
gonna give disadvantage because it'd just be a tidal wave.
3.
5.
I lose versus Taylor. I win versus. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's tie.
Okay.
Nothing happens. I have 2.
Oh my gosh. What are you doing?
Come on, you can do it,
The
Dan.
edge. He's
3.
getting
3. You win.
2.
I win.
6.
Yes.
I rolled 5.
Revan.
6.
Yeah.
Nice.
Two wins.
You win.
That's it.
That's it. Okay, so it goes, it goes back and forth. You get a feeling that the other guy was winning a lot when you came, and it's almost like Two Mage saw you and he was like, the slow nod.
You're not alone.
Yes, you're not alone.
Yes, I'm not alone.
You
You are not alone.
I was gonna let Brooke sing that one. I wasn't gonna go for
I'm
it.
here with you. So he's fighting to that. When we do the movie, that's what it'll be. You are not alone. Okay, so they are bouncing back and forth. The wizard looks at them. You see him look down at the keep below, and it looks out really quick. This is a very quick moment. And now we're gonna make the roll. So who wants to make a very big roll right now?
I'll do it.
Okay, so 5 or 6, he goes down, and you know exactly where he's going.
Yeah.
Oh boy. 3 and 4, he goes to another interesting target that no one's thinking about, and 1 or 2, he goes home.
4.
Interesting target.
Oh man.
He goes, disappears.
Do we get to know where that target is?
Not yet.
Two Mates sits there.
If you think about
and
it.
he's like,
Right, we might figure it out.
To the rook?
what I was
yeah.
thinking.
So. Okay, I'm just talking to Lee right now. So yeah, so that bonus helped. By the way, Evan, that bonus literally won the battle for him because, especially in the last round, you guys all rolled 6s and I rolled 6s with you, and I got minus to a 5, and that happened a few times, probably about 4 or 5 times the entire time. So thanks, Evan, because that really
Thank
helped
you,
out,
Evan.
and that's still going to apply to any of the battles that come in. You guys are sitting there. You can role play, and just to make things a little easier, you get back to the front lines. Let's go to the front lines right now. Raise your hands. Everybody knows at home. You can see where everybody who's at the front lines out there.
lines.
And Taylor. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and role play.
They're all gone!
What do you mean they're all gone?
No, like the tanks were all destroyed.
They're dead?
Destroyed.
Well, there was a bunch of dead gnomes. I didn't see Finn or Arky or Abyssia.
But where the hell are they?
I don't know. Those tanks were not in very good shape.
Now what do we do?
Well, they still haven't attacked, but
The tower.
yeah. But what's the status on the wizards? I mean, can we see the wizards? What they're doing? I have no like.
Yeah, you didn't put him invisible. You just had him fly up there, right?
Right.
Okay. For everybody at home, by the way, his name is Tomb Mage. It's probably a little unusual name. If you know his origins, then it wouldn't be so unusual, but no one really knows him right now. It's Tomb Mage, as in like, death, the grave, tomb.
And
so
bone spears. Ah.
yeah, bone spears. Yeah, exactly. That's his ability. Okay. Anyway, so we're now going to go up to you guys. Go over there, and they start firing the spells. I'm just going to do a quick. We've done a lot of rounds right now. I'm going to do the saves for all of them. 2, 3, 4. 1 more. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the wizards go up there, and they start shooting the. They start.
Flesh to stone.
Yeah, flesh to stone. It's at range, right? It's at range, 60 feet. So they start trying to affect the leg, and you see spots on the leg start turning to stone. So I'll give you. You can make the roll. Give me a 1d6. If you roll a 4, 5, or 6, it turns enough of the leg to stone that the leg has to stop. If not, it's just patches, which it could affect it later though. Just patches, but it's close to it. So she rolls a 3. It's a fail for that. But the leg, it does seem to be stiffer, and it does slow the advancement of the tower. But the tower is still climbing. The wizards kind of circle around, casting the spells, and then make their way back after doing like a run. You guys at the center tower, role play. It's everybody raise your hands. Everybody knows who's there, so there's no confusion. And you're there with 2 mage and any other NPCs. That's it. Jacques is not with you guys. He's elsewhere in the city battling. Role play.
2 mage. Are you okay?
I am very hurt, but I will survive.
No one else here has. He's killed the entire command center down below. They're all dead.
Did he go for the rod?
No, not that I saw. Although I don't know where he just went now. But
let me check. It disappears. Comes back in a few seconds.
Man, Jesus.
It appears that he does not go for the rod. I don't know where he would have went though.
Maybe he would go for the rook.
Oh, perhaps.
I don't know exactly where those dungeons are to even check. We should.
I could take you with me.
2 mage.
Okay.
Should I sing you a healing song first?
We have no
This way-
time.
Okay.
He grabs 2 of you. We'll say that. The 2 of you right there. Brings you down. You're there, and you see the wizard is across. So imagine you're in like the giant area with the cell, with all the cells. Let me explain it a little further. So you're in like, picture a large rectangle, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And in that rectangle, there are cells, like inner cells, and they're all like lined up like this, kind of like a neighborhood would be if you were wrapping around like the road around it. And then there's all cells on the outside, okay? Now, you instantly, even at first glance and just arriving, you can see that each cell has inscriptions like on the cells, on the metal, and that they're actually protecting them from magical escape. In one of the cells, all the way on the far right, you see the lute. He's like sitting down, and he's playing his lute. And the other side, you see the rook, and you see the wizard is talking to the rook. And he's not opened the door. You don't know if he couldn't open the door. You don't know if he wants to. Or you don't know what's happening exactly, but they're just talking. Okay? And the next moment, you appear in. 2 mage goes back and gets you. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 2 mage. And 2 mage is like this. Like hurt, obviously. What do you want to do, guys?
I fire my arrow at the rook.
Okay, the rook's in the cell all the way across the far room. This is far away. And not that you can't fire, I just want to make sure you understand the perspective.
That's it. No, just move. Go for it.
Let's
How far is
let's
far?
start blasting.
How far is far? give me,
It's
150 feet?
it's a few hundred of feet because it's the bottom. It's a bottom one level of the entire keep, so it's a few hundred feet.
Okay.
You can fire, but I'm trying to make sure that you know perspective before you fire in
right.
case it matters to you.
It does matter. Does the wizard see us?
If you don't fire, he's gonna fire anyway.
His back
Even
up to you.
I'm
Finn.
wondering, being cautious at this moment.
Finn,
Yeah.
could you cast invisibility upon me so I can get closer?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm invisible. I get
You're
as
shooting.
close as I can.
He has invisibility. I'm gonna give him a perception roll since you cast a spell.
How many feet am I
You
away?
want to take a look? A couple hundred feet.
Couple hundred feet.
I did this and I went that way.
Okay.
Okay, so if there's the rectangle and they're here, I'll do it this way for people. If they're here and you're down here, you can just walk this way.
As I went like this, and as I cast that
Just
way,
leave it- okay.
I just walked the other direction.
Okay.
So to be clear, you're shooting the rook or you're shooting the wizard?
No.
I just
Shooting
want,
the-
I want to
Is the
understand
the
wizard
rook.
standing in front of the rook?
Yeah, they're talking as if a person was visiting the other person in jail. They're
Okay.
talking at the
So
gate.
I
into it.
aim at the wizard's head to hopefully possibly go through the wizard and the rook at the same time.
I love it.
Wow. Okay. you went from just first day is I'm scared to say anything to like I rush in and kill everybody.
I love it.
Hey Archer, how's your dead son? Right through them both. Go for it.
Okay, you go.
Okay.
If this was Prince of Thieves, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves,
I'm close.
the camera would be on the arrow.
I ran half the distance.
Okay, you can't run half the distance, so you can move
Well, I'm
30 feet.
invisible.
You can move 30.
Right, but it's
So you spent
hundreds of feet.
I'm
so you
confused.
spent one
Okay.
round running and not doing anything, and then you want to fire the second round.
No. I run and I fire.
In other words,
I-
Okay, so you move
she doesn't-
30 feet.
You want
Right,
to do
right,
your
right,
movement,
yes,
do your
I'm
movement
sorry.
and fire.
Yes,
Right.
you're right.
You move.
Sorry.
So you move.
I'm
You
not-
move 30 feet up, and then you realize you're running out of time. You fire the shot in there.
I am
And
totally.
with I'm using my passionate
all in on
wands
this.
use where I could times it by 3. I could times it. I could use 3 times my roll.
Passionate wand use.
Passionate. Oh no, not passionate wands use. Passionate. Just passionate.
Yeah, yeah.
times
It's your multiplier ability. Okay.
Yeah, but it's not for my wands.
Yeah. Okay. I
It's
thought
for
you said wand. Okay.
my multiplier ability.
Go ahead. You also have plus 2 attack. How many shares we got in stream right now?
I'll tell you.
74.
74. So you got a plus 1 to your attack.
74.
Okay, and do I use my dexterity with this at all? Or
Yeah.
no? Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, that's a plus 1.
I'm very, very.
Marlon
16.
Johnson says, "Get him, Brooke."
16 plus 9.
Plus the bow.
So 19. Yeah, the bow is 3d6
Dex.
damage.
No.
everything.
What's the plus on the bow? Where is it?
He's asking
Oh.
if the bow's magical.
Yeah, it is. It's
Plus 2.
so yeah. So it's
Plus 2. Okay, so it's 16. 19, and then 19 times 3.
no,
Yeah.
not for the attack
That-
roll.
That's for the damage.
That's
Damage.
the
You're just getting
damage.
confused.
Oh,
your
okay,
damage.
I'm sorry.
Just do your
So
attack.
yeah, 18 times 3 then.
No.
No, no.
That's
Why the
your
guys figuring out? I
damage.
just want to say thank you to Alex Thompson for 500 stars.
This is
Thank
your
you.
attack roll.
Right.
18.
The
Yeah,
times
and I'm
3 is
using
for
my
damage.
passionate.
But that it doesn't multiply.
She does have something that.
It doesn't
multiplies
multiply the
attacks.
attack, does it?
Yeah,
Damn it.
I think
it
so.
can multiply whatever I want it to once a day.
Where is it? This I
Right
need
here.
to see.
Passionate times 3, you can use this multiply in any roll die number you choose once per day.
There you go.
Oh,
Yeah, 'cause
okay.
you did it once in the past.
I've done it,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
For the
stand,
attack?
I stand
Yeah.
corrected.
Any roll.
The attack is
It sounds like a hit.
48.
Yes.
48,
No.
well, plus
19 times.
plus
Yeah,
3,
plus
so
afterwards.
Yeah, yeah,
51.
Yeah.
Plus the 2, I didn't use those yet.
Okay,
Shares.
okay. You saved it for the right time. Somebody
That's
even
what I
see
was
it.
gonna
So
say,
you
yeah,
you
It's like 63.
you fired.
Oh, he's
You
got
rolled
a
a
63
63.
armor class.
Yes.
Okay, so
How unfortunate.
It doesn't matter. You hit him.
the only way I'm going to allow this is if you give me like a battle cry, passionate battle cry when you fire the arrow, and I want to hear it right now.
Oh, I totally know what I would
Wait,
say.
wait. Yeah, yes. Please move it off your back.
Ready?
Don't scream into the mic.
As I pull back my bow.
Don't make it sound like singing. It's got to be a passionate battle cry.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's going to minus 60 off your roll.
And I let go.
Jesus.
Brooke, don't play.
When your daughter grows up, she's like, "Mom, what are you doing here?"
That's how
Play.
you do. That's
Yeah.
how you do it.
Mom, I'm going to loop this.
It's going to be a hologram by then, too, so I'm going to be in
A
the
hologram.
room.
Oh my God, it'd be amazing.
Yeah.
I want to be a hologram.
Okay,
Okay.
release.
Smokes.
So you fire the shot. You roll a 63 due to your passionate ability in the homebrew, which you can
believe
use. And the shot hits him. I'm gonna.
Through the head.
So I'm gonna do this.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Just what you
Kissing.
said.
It's
I'm gonna let you roll a d6, and then
Okay.
don't roll yet. A d6, and then a d6 again. If you roll a 6 on the d6, any one of those times, it's gonna be kill instantly. Okay, instead of rolling a death save, because you roll 63, and I think it's much more fun this way.
Yeah.
So the arrow will go through 2 6s, puts the arrow through one head and through the other head,
Oh
and it's
my God.
instant kill for both. It's also, by the way, it's also going to burst into flames, I think, at the end because
Right.
it's a fire
Yes, it's fire
elf. So okay,
I rolled twice, so 3 times, you said.
Jackie Scholl's going to make your voice her new ringtone.
Plus, one for each of them. One for each of them.
Alex, something like you can have
Oh,
one
just
reroll
one
to
for
assign to someone you want, and he didn't sign it yet. So if you want, Alex, if you want to sign that that 500 to somebody, you can sign a reroll.
My palm just
Don't give it to Brooke now; she's fine.
You got this, Brooke.
Okay.
Sending you
Roll-
6 rolls.
She's got
right?
Roll that
She's got
D6.
one anyway. She's got one
Do you have a reroll?
There's a free reroll
What?
out. There's a free
No,
reroll.
Damien called it.
Oh,
I think I
okay. Who was it
used
for?
when we did the
Damien used it. Yeah.
Oh.
when we did the last thing.
I thought you had that one. You had one.
I do have one
That
also,
was-
but
that
we were
was-
supposed to
Arjuna?
use.
No,
it
I
was
didn't see
supposed to be
Arjuna's.
for 2 mage, so we had to use
Yeah.
it during that battle.
Correct.
That was the one that was in the air was.
Okay, let's do this.
For those rolls.
Let's do the sixes.
Do me a favor, Lee. Update me on Arjuna. You're saying Arjuna gave something, unless I heard the name wrong. So let me know. Just give me an update on the stars coming in and what we have coming up. So, random person have them roll for it. Oh yeah, okay. So I'll tell you what. I'm gonna I'll give you the reroll right now since you're in a big moment for you. So I'm allowed to Alex to give you the reroll because he didn't designate a person.
Thank you,
So I give it to you. And Evan donated 500 stars also to give Rook a reroll. So you have another reroll.
4 chances to roll 2 sixes.
Yes.
Yes. And we're checking
Come
on,
on, baby.
We're checking on maybe something else coming through.
Shoe money tonight.
Okay, let's do
Here we
it.
go. This die is gonna stick to my hand because all the sweat that's in it. 4.
Okay. So that's now. If you want to reroll now it's going into him. That means it's going to be a hit. It's going to hurt him bad, but it's not going to be a
wizard.
kill. So if you're either going to reroll the wizard's hit or you're going to move on to the rook.
Reroll it.
Okay, you're going to reroll it. Go ahead.
6!
Okay, so one reroll, it goes through the wizard.
Wow.
Because it's on.
Yes! I know who she can. Say night-night!
No, you don't. That's not who it is.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Are you sure?
Trust me.
I think it's his game.
You should be frightened that was not the main bad guy.
I know who she killed.
No, none of you know.
Yeah, it is. It's.
All right.
I'll tell you later. I'll tell you later.
No, wait.
I'll tell you later. I'll tell you later.
What about the rook?
I know who you killed.
I'll tell you later.
I'll tell you who I think it is.
I'll tell you later.
That's not who you think it is. Not who you think it is. Okay,
Now go for the rook.
now going for the rook.
And I have one reroll with that as well, right?
You still have one reroll left. Okay.
4. Reroll.
You don't have to
Are you
re-roll
gonna-
that
are you
one.
It's just the rook.
Are you-
We-
yeah.
You don't have to re-roll
Okay,
that one.
okay. All right,
He's
I'm
in.
gonna keep it.
He's in prison.
Well,
You don't have.
Oh, but if you want, I mean, I would never pass up at this moment.
With
to
this
kill-
wizard's
kill
gun.
him.
Well, I mean,
Just kill him if you can kill him.
and
You've already lined up the shot.
I'm rerolling it.
Yeah, like you would say, like you don't have to kill the rook,
I'm
but now
rerolling
you've
it.
already in the
I kinda
mid-shot
gotta.
deciding the fate of the shot. I
I
mean,
kind of gotta.
you kind of got it, yeah.
crazy.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Oh my god! Oh, that feels good.
Wow, she screams. It is absolutely the Robin Hood puts the thieves
Sorry,
moment.
guys.
The arrow goes out, goes through both of them. The head explodes of fire, and both of them fall to the ground different ways in the cell.
Wow.
And Two-Mate just looks at you like. And that is where we're going to stop for today. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining us today. We had such a great time. That was an epic,
Fantastic.
absolutely epic game of Audio Dungeon.
Wow.